And if you're planning a date night, don't miss the lively mariachi nights every Friday and Saturday. Plus, Rosalita's gift cards make the perfect gift for any occasion. Come celebrate at Rosalita's, where every event is a fiesta. Learn more at Rosalita'sCantina.com.
This is wide receiver Luther Burden III. Come support NIL and get a quote from my friend James Carlton.
Thanks, Luther. That's right. For every quote you mention, Luther Burden III will make a donation to NIL on your behalf. Getting a quote is easy. Just go online at carltoninsurance.net. Call or text 314-961-4800. If you have drivers under the age of 25, if you're seeing rising rates, give us a call or text us 314-961-4800 or go online at carltoninsurance.net. Let's keep the momentum going.
The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
After a serious car accident, people have two questions. Why me and what now? Well, no one knows why you, but I'm Terry Crouppen, and my law firm Brown & Crouppen sure can help with the what now. Car repairs, medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering. We're Brown & Crouppen, and we've got all those answers. All you have to do is call 222-2222.
Thinking about selling your home, but not thrilled about going public? Check out Compass's Private Exclusives with Jeff Lotman. With Private Exclusives, your home is shown to a select group of serious buyers. No public listing, no days on market, just real offers from real people. Their network connects you with top agents and qualified buyers, so your home gets the attention it deserves without all the fuss. Selling your home can be simple and stress-free with Compass Private Exclusives because your home is special. Call Jeff Lotman, your Compass agent today to find out more, or visit the Lotman Group online at JEFFLOTTMANN.com.
Hello, it's me, Tom Schmidt. I'm happy to tell you about Salt and Smoke and all the...
I'm going to let you finish, Tom, but first, why don't you take a break, okay? You've been doing this for 57 years. Have you had time to think about that? Waffle cones, World's Fair? No. Lean brisket, popovers, Cracker Mac, whiskeys, bourbons, custom cocktails, maybe even wings trashed. I don't know. But that doesn't matter if you don't accept my love, Tom. Will you accept my love? Will you kiss me?
Salt and Smoke.
Oh, and Iggy should quit.
Ready to step your game up to the next level? 5P Academy is the place for any high-level 8 to 18-year-old football player. Based in O'Fallon, Missouri, we have national travel, 7-on-7, and flag football teams with professional coaches. Pre-registration for our 2025 season tryouts in November is open now. Come be a part of the championship-winning 5P family. For more details, email info@5pacademy.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I regret not managing my finances better in my 20s and my 30s, and now I see how crucial it is for achieving major life goals. Mark Hannon with Evergreen Wealth Strategies helps everyday people every day with their finances, discussing cash flow, liquidity, investments, insurance, and tax-efficient strategies. No matter your financial planning stage, Mark will boost your confidence and keep you on track. Learn more at evergreenstl.com.
Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, a broker-dealer and a SEC registered investment advisor. Equitable Financial Advisors and MI. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor. It does not provide tax advice.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
The Illinois Recovery Center is dedicated to providing precise and authentic care to those seeking help and treatment. Recovery, it's not just a goal, it's a transformative journey. At Illinois Recovery Center, you'll find an unwavering commitment to provide the support, guidance, and personalized care you or your loved one needs to rediscover a life filled with purpose, strength, and lasting renewal. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please call 888-472-9559 or visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After on KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, and Action Jackson.
7:07 in St. Louis. You're listening to TMA. It's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen. Welcome to the Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt, Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. And we welcome you to get involved in the program. Collier and Thompson phone line, 636-9004-TMA. Schaefer Door Company, text inbox, 314-881-TMA5. And Design Air Heating and Cooling, email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Then you got the YouTube chat where friends of the Feather gather and talk it over throughout the course of the presentation. Doug, you have been in there all morning. What are you seeing?
Well, I always wake up and immediately get on there and start spitting hot takes, and I expect hot takes in return. And I think that's just exactly what we're getting today. It just feels right. It just feels good to mix it up immediately. You want to wake up angry. It's an important thing. Get up, get mad, and start typing.
I kind of like your attitude.
Mm-hmm.
Rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
You ever wake up horny?
Yeah. Well, that's a different subject.
Well, it's better than waking up angry.
No, but I'm saying most mornings I try to wake up just as angry as I can possibly be because there's so many things that bother me.
Yeah, I noticed
and
that.
I like to get on and just start ripping everyone. It's healthy. It's a nice,
I
nice
agree.
Release, you
know. Jackson, we call balloon party honesty in media. We also don't kink shame there, but I'm gonna bring some honesty in media to TMA this morning. Doug, I don't know what time I got up. It might have been 1:30.
Oh no.
Our 2-year-old just is at a point now where he doesn't sleep, and he comes into our room, and yeah.
And he wants to sleep there.
And he was. You described him as angelic with his sleeping patterns for the first 2.5 years of his life, but I don't know. Now maybe he's aware he was conceived during a commercial break, and he's starting to exact some revenge. And I've been up since 1:30. Also, somehow my slap tear, which I know you always ask about, I have no idea why, but that's problematic today. Candidly, I shouldn't be here.
No.
I'm a liability, but.
Well, hello, Lou Gehrig.
I'll be here until 11 o'clock, and try to shepherd both this presentation and balloon party into the grassy fields of radio glory.
Huh. So when your son comes in at 1, does he not get back to sleep? Is he awake the rest of the
No,
night?
he does fall asleep.
But you can't.
Nor can my wife.
You both toss and turn while he's sleeping soundly.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Then he made an appearance. I leave my house about 6:46, 6:48 every morning for the 7:07 start. And now he likes to get up early and come down and talk it over with me. But he's very disappointed. He wanted to come into the show today.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. And I think he texts in. He's not happy with the show either.
All right.
Didn't Jameson do that too? Where you didn't bother your wife, he was sleeping with you in the basement for a long time?
Yeah, honestly, I didn't remember that until he brought it up yesterday or 2 days ago. I said, I think I'm going to have to go back down to the basement. He goes, oh, yeah, I used to do that with you. I go, really? How do I not remember that? I think parents block out the misery of the early years. Otherwise, the human race would come to an end.
Right.
Because then you would forget how miserable the early years are.
It's tough.
Yeah. So anyway, it's nice to have that going on at 48.
There's a reason why you're supposed to go through that at like 22 or 23.
So whatever.
At least
That's what I got.
hang with them.
So anyway, looking forward to that being over in 2-3 years. But in the meantime, Doug, Cardinals. Mike Schilt, what?
No TV next year.
Happy in St. Louis because the Royals won. I'm trying to figure out what else we got. Blues are playing at 1:30 in the afternoon in Seattle. Missouri fight Tigers. ILL bye. Bradley picked to win the Missouri Valley. It's fun. We always support them because they're in St. Louis and they do great things. Yeah.
The little conference it could.
So, yep.
Well, the Royals should give lots of teams hope, like the Cardinals, that you can turn it around in 1 year. They lost 106 games last year. 106.
How about the Tigers? They were crap for so long.
Yeah. So maybe it won't take a 3 or 4 year rebuild for the Cardinals to get back up.
Well, the vast majority, unfortunately, from the Cardinal perspective, of the Royals' talent this year on their 40-man going into spring training was homegrown. And so that allowed them to go out and add supplemental pieces and build what has been a phenomenal turnaround.
A lot of our guys are homegrown. They just haven't played very well.
Right, which is an issue.
Yeah.
But, the television situation officially now in, I would say, purgatory, because initially, while Jackson and I were doing Balloon Party yesterday, Evan, do you pronounce it Drellich or Drelich?
I've never said either.
I think it's Drelich.
He's with The Athletic?
Yes.
Tweets out that Bailey's, which has had a great run, God, has it been good. It's been good for baseball. It's been good for fans of the game. Their app, flawless. They surprised baseball and their counsel in the bankruptcy hearing by announcing they're just not going to do business with 10 of the 11 teams, and that includes the Cardinals for 2025, and said they would keep the Braves deal. Now, what Bill DeWitt said is that the initial report, Bill DeWitt III, said that the initial report is not necessarily accurate because the Cardinals own their own streaming rights with Bailey's, which is unique to the other teams, and there is a possibility that the Cardinals will renegotiate with Bailey's. And either way, he said, quote, the good news is that fans will be able to watch the games next year. And I suppose if that is your bar, because that's been going on, I believe, since, I don't know, television.
Yeah, late 40s, I think.
Then that is a nice win in what has been a magical week for Cardinal fans.
If they didn't own the streaming rights with Bally's, what would have happened in 2025? Where would they play?
Probably go back to Major League Baseball. Kind of like a couple other teams have had to do.
That'd be fine with me.
There you go. Probably not as fine with the Cardinals, though, because they were expected to get $73 million per the Post-Dispatch's reporting. I've been using the figure $60 million or above, so $73 million. If the Cardinal payroll in 2024 was $175 million, and you subtract 73 from that, why that's a problem?
Well, it sure is. DeWitt III said on Monday that there was a possibility they would have an app and you'd pay monthly, I guess, for that app, for the right for the games. Now, I don't know how much that would cost.
Okay, what would you like? We play Price is Right on this program, like nobody's business.
I would say they.
Why don't we say for the season, just to make the math easy?
Okay, 100? Is that too low? 200?
I think you would have all hell break loose if they priced it at even 100, much less 200.
Oh, I would think it would be 100.
Okay, that's fine. I think that would be. I'd pay it because I'm paying that for MLS, for God's sakes. But I think all hell would break loose based on the inexact Gallup poll we conducted on Balloon Party. I think most people are prepared to spend zero.
Yeah.
I was not realizing that they were already paying for it with their previous cable package back in the day. But let's just, for the sake of the conversation, we'll do some math here. $73 million is what Bailey's was going to cut the Cardinals. All right, so we're going to do, makes it easy. If we're going to do it $73 million, Doug, divided by $100. Okay, that means 730,000 people would have to buy that package. Now, I would tell you, I think the $100 is high. Again, from my standpoint, I just think from a customer's perspective, I don't think that will be well received. But that means 730,000. You go, well, they get 3 million fans. It's not the way that it works. Households are not individuals. 730,000 people would have to purchase that for the Cardinals to get their 73 million.
That would be not just in St. Louis, but nationwide. So they'd pick up a few there, I guess. There'd probably be even more people cut the cord. If the Cardinals aren't on, I expect Spectrum will take a huge hit too. The cable company.
I in this situation, I feel like there would be a linear television option and the streaming option.
Rich Gould.
Right. There would be, like they would have to put the game on TV somewhere. I don't think they would go all streaming. That would be even bolder than pricing it at $100 a month. I feel like.
Well,
to have no option on television.
Well, then who would buy the streaming if they had another option?
Well, the people who don't have cable. That's where you're kind of appealing to. That's what they don't currently have. You have to have cable to watch the Cardinals.
Well, then there would be people by the thousands stop getting cable.
Yeah.
In this town.
Yeah. If it included the Blues too.
Chairman Steve says $7.99 a month is what he's willing to pay.
$7.99 a month.
So we'll just do.
It's a 6-month season.
So now we're at 48.
Yeah.
So now we need 1.46 million.
Well, they'll never get that.
And therein lies the problem. Or you can just tweet out this DeWallet needs to spend money.
Well, they've
And sophisticated investors like that.
They've never been shy about charging a lot of money for things. So to think they're going to try to make it cheap and affordable for everybody, I don't think they necessarily feel compelled to do that.
Well, then you're going to have to talk to the players' union about their salaries.
Yeah.
Or
that's
organizations in markets that can command the dollars. And we see the Braves, they're the one that Bailey's will stick with. And the Rangers and the Angels also got big checks, bigger than the Cardinals last year, even though the Rangers had to renegotiate their deal. But they're in Dallas, the Angels in L.A. It certainly helps because they're in monster markets.
I saw a stat on ESPN last night. I didn't fact check it. I assume what they put up there was accurate. They had Josh Hader pitching in the 8th inning, I guess, came in for Houston. He's making $19 million a year, and that was more than the entire Detroit Tigers payroll?
I saw
it was
that.
Their entire 26-man team.
I saw that.
Is that possible?
I also was like, how could that even, like, even if everyone was making league minimum?
Not the minimum's close to 800,000,
yeah.
I think.
That's why I saw that too, and I was like, is that even possible?
I didn't think it could be. Do they have anybody making any money? Oh, that was crowdsourcing. Sorry.
I would assume that they have at least one. I mean,
they can't have an $18 million payroll.
That's what I thought too.
Torkelson?
He's probably not making a whole lot. He had a pretty good year last year, but he didn't do much this season.
All right, I'll pay $100, but I want $3 beers at the ballpark, and then I'm in. That's from Scuba Steve. He's negotiating with us for us to go negotiate with the Cardinals on his behalf.
That is a strategy used. You know, teams can like up the price of the ticket a little bit, but then drop all the food and concession stuff, and people love that. They've loved it. The Falcons did that a while ago.
Probably buy more.
Successful. I think the Vikings just started doing it.
What do you have to get Bailey's? Is it Charter or is it Spectrum?
Spectrum and Charter, same thing.
Same thing.
Do you know? I don't even know if they break it down. But if you get Spectrum, what it is a month, how much of that is actually you're paying for Bailey's?
They don't break that down for you.
Right, and that's what Tim's talking about. Like you don't necessarily know that you're spending probably
because it was rolled in.
Right, it's
plenty of
bundled.
people who are not watching Fox Sports Midwest. It just was in your cable package, and that's when the cord cutting ended this model. But the deal was negotiated before the cord cutting influx came in. To the Cardinals' credit, they were astute enough to have their streaming rights,
which is better than most teams who. Yeah, the streaming with baseball is really wild. The blackout rules and it sucks.
Well, and if you're at home and your Wi-Fi goes down, then you can't watch the game, right?
Yeah, you'd have to go on your phone and cellular data.
Look, I'm one of those people.
Hotspot.
I'm one of those people. I don't hate the Cardinals and I don't hate baseball. But when I had Cable America and it was on Fox Sports Midwest, which was fine. Bailey's is just an awful app. But I would watch the games because I had it.
You were the only customer.
It was part of my
Cable
package,
America.
yeah. But once I got rid of cable, I'm not going to spend extra money to watch the Cardinals. But if it was on a package that I had, like, say the Cardinals are on Netflix, say the Cardinals are on Hulu, Amazon, I have all that, I'll watch it.
If it were $90 a month, that'd be roughly $3 a day.
Oh, God.
$3
Yeah, people.
each day.
No, thanks. $90
$90 a month.
$90 a month just for the Cardinal game?
$540 for the year.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know.
Nobody's going to do that. I mean, there's certain things that I got because of a couple of things, like Hulu. I think I got because there were 2 TV shows I want to watch, but it also had thousands of other things I can watch on Hulu. You can't just have one app where you just pay $9.95 a month to watch Cardinal games. You got to have something else with it. And then maybe you can get people, I got the Cardinals, but then once the Cardinals aren't playing, I got all this other stuff I can watch too.
If it was only $9 or $10 a month, I think a lot of people would pay for that. I think a lot would.
I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. And I want to make this really clear. I think that this will be, it's kind of like the Cardinal press conference the other day, cluster as far as PR and messaging, but I think it's the right move for the organization. So in a weird way, I think Monday was a great day for the organization. Big picture. We'll be grateful that they finally moved on from this, we'll try to compete thing, but not really, just kind of, there was more the let's just hope we get in compete model. And hey, I don't blame them. I mean, look at the baseball, postseason crapshoot. This, I think, will lead to a better television situation. I don't know how it could be worse eventually. The issue, actually, is not how you access the games, because I think at the latest, 2026, we'll all certainly be able to watch on our phone. I'd be shocked if otherwise. Anytime they're playing, wherever, whenever. Weirdly, as good as it is if you're an MLS subscriber to the Apple TV plan. The issue is the Cardinals making up that revenue and then how it impacts their ability to spend, whether it be on player development or free agents. Because if they used to have $73 million, and it's not like player contracts are going down, and now they don't have that, that's a problem. And let's be clear, it's not like they're going from $73 million to zero. And it also isn't a case of you're going to be solely reliant upon subscribers. You're also going to have advertising dollars on your own network. But $73 million, and you see how many people have to subscribe, and then you have to make that up with advertising as well, that's going to be very difficult to match. I think it'll wind up being good for fans from the standpoint of accessing games, but I don't know how it's going to impact the franchise's ability to do business at the level that they were able to do when they knew they had $73 million coming from Bailey's.
This seems like it'd be a big opportunity for someone like Apple TV or Google TV to swoop in and take all these baseball properties, because live sports is still a very important commodity in television, because people don't record it and fast forward through the commercials like they do on a lot of other shows.
Right.
Live sports is a very hot item.
Some of them must have it, because I was on Hulu last night watching something, and it always flashes up what you can watch live. And it had like 2 baseball games on Hulu.
I'm sure the
I don't know if they have a deal with...
Yeah, their ESPN,
Is that what that was?
Yeah, so Hulu, ESPN, and Disney, when you buy one, you can often bundle them.
I did bundle it.
Right, so if you had a bunch of games were on ESPN last night, if you have Hulu, then you could access that through ESPN.
Well,
I kind of hope that's the way it goes. I know most people, I think, still want to watch the game on this big 65-inch TV that they bought, and not just on their phone. And I guess you'd be able to do that either way. Again, as long as you got Wi-Fi.
Yeah. I think the thing with Apple, they obviously have the MLS, but they have the entire league. All of their games are on there.
Mm-hmm.
You'd only get 5, 6 teams right now if you were Apple, if you scoop them up, or maybe some more, but you would not get all of Major League Baseball.
No, you wouldn't get it all, but if that was profitable to get 5 or 6 teams, you'd think they'd still want to do it.
Probably, yeah. I could see that.
Hey guys, all the Husky B-Fibs that normally waddle around the 400 concourse would all have a collective heart attack if they have to pay more than $15 a month. That's from Big Tuft. Is that a concern that people would...
They're hefty? They're too fat?
Or that they would go into cardiac arrest?
Well, we don't want that.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. If they're at the game in the 400 section, they're not watching on their TV. They're at the game.
If you're a diehard fan, and I have been since I was a little kid, $15 a month to watch every Cardinal game doesn't seem that outrageous because that's mostly what I watch during the season.
Yeah.
I'll watch Cardinals over network TV or a Netflix or HBO series. I just do. And there's a lot of people that don't, but there's also a lot of people that do. And 15 for me wouldn't seem like an outrageous price. Maybe it would. Maybe it's
I
scary a lot
mean,
of
if
people.
you don't watch the game for 7 hours, you're not a diehard Cardinal fan.
That's right.
It's a lot of money if you compare it to, like, what's Sunday ticket cost?
A lot.
Where you can watch every game.
A lot.
It doesn't come to more than $10 a month, I don't think.
Ooh, I'll take the over on that. Let's find out.
I don't know. That was another.
I thought I saw a deal the other day.
It is crowdsourcing season. October's crowdsourcing season.
October.
I thought I saw $79.95 a month or $79.95 for the year for NFL ticket.
$380 a year.
For a season that lasts 4 months?
Yeah. Or you can pay $95 a month for 4 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, but that's also...
And that's only one game a week.
That's every game, though, not just one Cardinal game. That's every NFL game you can watch.
But it's also only, well, a game on Thursday and the Sunday and Monday games.
That's
for
a lot
four,
of
for 4 months.
That's
as
a lot of
opposed
football
to-
you can watch.
Yeah. But baseball's virtually every night.
Yeah, but you're
For 6
talking
months.
about the Cardinals. You want to watch the Cardinal game. It's one game. That's one team. NFL ticket is every team.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're saying, but if you have Bally's Midwest, all you can watch are Cardinals, Blues, Pacers, and Grizzlies. You know.
They are going to have the Blues this year.
Yeah,
that is correct. The NHL is guaranteed to be broadcast through Bailey's through 25.
And then what happens to them, who knows?
That's right, and that's right.
I wonder if the Blues and Cardinals are getting together trying to figure out some sort of local
That would be my guess.
operation.
Yeah.
That'd be my guess.
I'm sure some discussions like that have happened.
Yeah.
Because they got to figure out some. And because of this, this Bally's thing, they've been bankrupt now for a good long while.
Mhm.
You have to have a contingency plan ready to go at any moment. Because Bally's just dropped this news in court yesterday, and that totally throws things on their head.
Mhm.
They got to be ready to stick and move.
Chicago just launched a network that has all the Bulls, White Sox, and Blackhawks games. I think a lot of people will pay for that. That's from Junior. He's the juice man.
Now that market has a lot more sports. I wonder if they have the opportunity to even expand beyond that probably too. I'm going to Chicago. Stand up.
See?
Mm-hmm. I guess you could make it work. Although you would think you could televise a game at a far cheaper price than you could just a few years ago. There's a lot of robotic cameras. It doesn't take an army of personnel anymore to do this stuff.
Yeah. What about the SAT truck?
I'm not sure you'd even need a SAT truck.
Did you have a
You'd
SAT
need a control room, of
Yeah.
course, to punch the buttons, but
Did you have a SAT truck when you were outside the Busch Stadium for Game 6 of 2011?
might have done that a time or two. Yeah. Microwave truck, if you're that close.
Well, it won't be a good year to tell people you're going to have to pay to watch our Cardinals because we're not going to be very good this year.
Yeah, it's a tough combination. We're going to start charging you for every game you watch. And we're determined to finish in last place.
But they're still excited about the roster.
Mhm.
That's got to be clear there.
Yeah.
Munganess is the sponsor of the 7 o'clock hour. Doug, what do you love about Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota?
I like the experience you get when you go in to look to buy. These people are very friendly. They're not right in your face. They're not aggressive. They don't do that at all. You're going to think you're shopping with a friend. Even better is the service, because everybody's going to need that, whether you buy your car at Munganess or not. They service all makes and models. Mr. Seiberg there, he'll take great care
Yeah,
of you.
Ryan Seiberg.
His team
He's a
is
wizard.
his team is just fantastic. You're going to go in there and know that they're going to get fixed up quick as a hiccup. Who is it that always said that?
Dave Steckel.
Yeah, quick as a hiccup, they'll get you fixed up. They've got courtesy cars if you qualify for that. They got great snacks in the waiting room. I've taken 2 different cars of mine in there to have service, and the experience is just perfect.
Yeah, they do it right.
Can't get any better.
StLouisAcura.com and AltonToyota.com. It's the 7 o'clock hour sponsor here on TMA. Jackson, why don't you tell me about Mark Hanna? He was in studio yesterday, and he's hot.
Yeah, I embraced him right as he walked in.
Yeah, I noticed that. He shook my hand, but he embraced you, and I had a problem with that, and I immediately called it to his attention.
Yeah, well, listen, I really appreciate Mark Hanna for all he does, not only for me, but for so many of our listeners and helping people out. He's so good at conveying his message to his client. I'm telling you, I didn't think that I needed this peace of mind in my life, but once you start working with Mark Hanna on that first phone call, you're going to be like, oh my God, I understand the difference now. I get why people rave about Mark Hanna. He's so good with his clients. He'll help build you out a plan, talk you through it the whole way so you're educated on where your money's going, some great strategies, and if you have to get in touch with him down the road because you need to change your plan or things in your life have changed, you can always get on the phone with Mark Hanna. He's always happy to talk to his clients and dish out a little bit of knowledge and information. That's what Mark Hanna does oh so well. Call Mark Hanna today.
314-881, was it 314-889-0503? Like I said, my brain's fried. I got nothing for you today. But I'll sit here. I'll do it, Doug. I'll sit here and I'll try to shepherd.
That's good.
EvergreenSTL.com. It's the Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. You're welcome to call in. Collier and Thompson phone line 636-9004 TMA. 314-881-TMA5, Schaefer Door Company, text inbox, email in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day, coming your way at about, 9:50. And then Jackson and I will go down the hallway for Balloon Party and engage with the 101 ESPN audience. So there you go.
You feel like you're going to have it handed to you?
I don't know if they'll be upset about anything there today or not.
Okay.
Oh, I think Schilt probably, that's like the thing.
They'll be fired up.
Yeah.
Can I ask
One of the NLDS against the Dodgers. 3 times in the last 5 years they've met in the NLDS.
Schilt's been a major league manager, 4 years, and he's got 4 playoff teams?
That's what you say.
Yeah. That won't cut it around here. Yeah. We have a philosophical difference with that.
Paul DeYoung, who also was spraying champagne all over himself last night.
Hey, what question were you asking the dais?
I was going to ask you, actually.
I am taking questions. Doug is not.
No.
Are you, this is kind of an economy question. Are you stocking up on bananas? Well, with the ports,
where did that come from?
With the ports on strike, that's one of the things that,
is that right?
Bananas are like 99% imported from outside the country.
Mm-hmm.
So some of these things aren't going to be getting
You can't stock up on bananas. They go bad.
Yeah, boy, isn't that the truth? Oh, yeah.
I went to Walgreens.
Quick as a hiccup.
Mm-hmm.
I usually just go to Walgreens for my toiletries, like soap and mouthwash, things like that. And I said, I think I need some toilet paper. I only got 1 roll left. There's no toilet paper.
Well, that's because
Idiots.
people are hoarding.
Yes, but
we have the paper mills here. We manufacture the toilet
It's coming from the
paper.
States. The ports have nothing to do with whether you're going to get toilet paper or not. Quit buying it all.
So you don't have any tissue?
I got 1 roll, but
oh no,
none
I
in
won't
there.
last long.
1 roll for your hole?
And that cheap Scott stuff that's like half a ply.
Well, you may have to go to a store other than Walgreens.
Well, that's where I was at yesterday, but just, no toilet, buy 9,000 rolls.
So what are you going to do about bananas, Tim?
Stock up.
It doesn't do any
I
good.
forgot they go bad quickly, so.
Ew, Mommy, go look in the toilet.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not wiping.
Hey, Tim, you see my offer to have Wifey bring you up a couple of fire rails? You can snort them off her ass cheek in the parking garage during the next break. Feel free to take a quick ride after you slam that fire.
Oh, come
Doug, that's
on.
from the recovering alcoholic
Of course it is.
from Belleville and Webster Groves.
Who else would it have been from?
Poor Ashley.
Poor girl.
But that's what's so great about our listeners. They see that Tim didn't get much sleep last night, and they're offering up not only their wives but narcotics as well to
That's
get
correct.
him to get him right.
Yeah, and whatever's going on now with my my shoulder, Doug. Oh,
Slap
boy.
tear.
Slap tear, yeah.
Was that
Problematic.
from wrestling around with your child?
I
in the
have
bed?
no idea what the hell happened. I have no idea, but it hasn't felt this bad in years. Let's see. Get a bidet, problem solved. That's from Mr. Smith. Have you thought about getting a bidet?
Well, you still got to dry off a little bit.
That's what
you
I'm
just don't
saying.
get up a day and then put your underwear back up. Your ass is all wet.
Oh, God. I feel people always tell me to get a bidet. I feel like I would spend a lot more in toilet paper because not only now do I have to, clean out the debris, but I also have to dry. And that seems like I'm going to be using a lot of toilet paper. And I'm not made of money, Doug.
No, none of us are.
Nick Ebmeyer says he's out.
That's it.
The bananas?
I don't know. He said, I just went to the YouTube chat.
I think I asked
All right, I'm out.
I asked a pertinent question, I thought. There's certain things that you like that you aren't going to be able to get if they stay on strike.
But you can't stock up on bananas.
Bananas are one of them.
No.
But I forgot you can't stock up on it. But
No.
toilet paper, no. That comes from the States. You're not going to have a problem getting it here. Quit buying it all. This isn't the COVID year. Buying 9,000 bottles of hand cream or whatever that crap was.
Who's bogarting the poop paper?
Probably the fats,
Probably
right?
people with families that are afraid they're going to not be able to get any, so they're stocking up on it. But that's one thing that you won't have trouble finding if the port strike stays.
Hey, morons, bidets come with dryers. That's from the 423. 423,
Like
welcome to the show.
I had one once, and there was no dryer.
I've had it. They got little jets on them.
Nice.
So
how's that feel in your hole, boy?
Pretty good. I'm actually very pro bidet.
So like hot air gets sprayed onto your ass?
I don't know that I'd call it hot. It's comfortable.
But you would need it to be hot to dry, no?
I mean, when you dry your hands under a hand dryer, is it always hot air?
Warm.
Well, different holes for different folks.
I get that.
That's just too much trouble. I mean, you go to the bathroom, you grab some toilet paper, you wipe, you're done. You get a bidet, you got water splashing everything, and to put your ass under a dryer. It's too much trouble.
I think it's great.
Come get your cortisone injection for that wingy. I work with one of the Cardinals team docs. Hit me up. Nice. Cortisone. I wonder if I can go in the parking garage, get the cortisone shot, the cocaine, and then slam ass?
I don't know if those
And how long does that break? 6 minutes?
Yeah, we can get that done.
It has. I haven't gotten a cortisone shot, I think, since January of 2020, and the thing's been fine. It's because I don't
It's
lift
amazing
anymore.
how well they work.
I don't know what the hell's going on. I think I did something, obviously.
Do you think you can mix cortisone and cocaine? Like, do
I
you
would think they encourage that.
Okay.
Why would you?
Well, I don't know. I just don't want like a speedball situation, you know, uppers and downers.
So this is the show today, huh? It's from Nutsack Jim. Nutsack Jim, I said at the outset, I'm just not going to be much good to you. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm not going to be much
Yeah,
good
I'm
to you.
absolutely not going to be much good to you. I don't know. You sit there and I run the analytics when it's 3 in the morning. I'm like, all right, what causes more problems? Me not coming into work or me coming in and being this awful? I don't know. You know, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other.
I had many a night when all 3 boys would be in my bed, all 3 of them. And since they were little, they were like half my size. So when they started kicking and thrashing about,
that's what I got going.
Their ankles would hit me right in the nutbag.
Ah,
I took
BDSM.
more than one kick right in the old nutbag.
This is why you gotta start sleeping on your face.
Yeah.
All of you.
I want to breathe.
No, you can figure it out. The survival instincts are strong. Sleeping on your face. Couldn't recommend it more.
Oh, it's terrible.
If it happened to me, I'd just go sleep in their bed.
Did that once or twice?
It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I used to think, why did I buy a 4-bedroom house when one double-wide trailer would have fit everybody? One giant double-wide bed. Had a dog in there, cat, 3 kids.
The animals would be in there, too?
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's hot, man.
Mm-hmm.
How'd you have any room?
There wasn't much.
Doug, can I come in that bed? That's from the total package.
There's no room, I guess.
I literally had about 6 to 8 inches for myself. So I just didn't move. And I was covering my nutbag from the repeated kicks.
Bananas and toilet paper talk. Tim gives an inch and Ken takes a mile. That's from Shakira Sanders.
Well, it is a problem. I just brought it up. Maybe I'm helping you people out. Hey, I went to the store yesterday and couldn't find any toilet paper. What's going on? Maybe you didn't hear about the port strike. So I'd help you out.
It was a public service announcement as much as
That's what
anything.
it was. I can tell you about the dream I had last night.
Okay.
It was a great dream, but it was also it was frightening at the same time. You know, when you have dreams, supposedly it's what you were thinking about before you went to bed, or maybe a TV show you're watching. That's why they tell people don't watch horror movies, or before you go to bed, you'll have those kind of dreams. I have dreams that I'm not thinking about anything related to the dream. For some reason, I had a good friend who got crabs.
Oh, yeah, even the dreams are creepy.
Well, it's going to get creepier. And it's not a fetish I have about these things either that happen in this dream. So all of a sudden, these crabs are all over the place. They spread. Up shows Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who I did not watch VP. I watched nothing. I don't watch Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Haven't thought about Julia Louis-Dreyfus in months. She's in the dream. And she goes, how come we've never had sex? And then she just kind of straddles me.
No.
I never give up on my dreams, okay? And I always just fought for what I wanted.
I've never thought about having sex with Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Attractive. And all of a sudden she gets up and says, uh-oh, the crabs are coming. The crabs started growing to like lobster size.
Oh.
And they start tearing through the house. So she runs away. And as the crabs are running through the house, the first thing I do when she leaves the house,
What was it?
I was going through her underwear drawers trying to find some panties.
Oh, gosh.
I don't have a panty fetish. That was the dream. Where does all this come from?
The insanity of the brain in a semi-conscious state.
The crabs are coming after me, and I'm going through drawers looking for underwear.
I got an interview later today.
Yeah, it is a creepy dream.
Clearing me up as a creep.
But I don't think about any of that stuff. I don't know. That was my dream. So it was fun with almost having sex with her.
Yeah, it went well
but
for a
the giant
while.
crabs, I don't know where those came
Lobster
from.
size. And then you woke up.
I woke up. I don't know.
Well,
some of my dreams just baffle me.
Yeah, sure they do.
But, Tiki, are you coming back to football because you miss it, or are you coming back to football because you just had a big failure in broadcasting?
And I keep having this recurring dream. At least once a week I have a dream where I can't find my car. I don't know what that is. I always know where my
Maybe
car
the crabs
is.
got it.
No, it's just I'm walking. Where's my car? It was right here. Where's my car? I can't find my car.
You sure that's a dream, or is that really happening after work?
Nutted it.
No, it's a dream.
Absolutely nutted it.
I know where my car is. I go down 2 floors. It's down in the basement.
All right.
I don't know. These dreams come from. Maybe it's this crappy bed. That's all I got.
No,
I just
no,
thought
but that was a
weird-
lot.
It was a
That
weird
was-
dream.
yeah,
It's
it was
just
a lot.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I would have been happy if the sex would have continued, but she left.
Yeah.
Crabs got to her.
Well,
appreciate Lenny tossing me some money. I'm going to keep the shirt on, but appreciate that.
Colonel getting ready for 3 o'clock on Saturday.
I know I'm sure there's plenty of text saying I'm out, but I just want to throw that out there because I don't know. Maybe some people can interpret dreams.
Well, you
they
needed to
mean.
get that off your chest.
Most dreams mean something,
Yeah.
but I don't know what any of these mean.
I'd say
I don't think in my life I've ever thought about having sex with Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
Okay. All right.
What about in Christmas Vacation? She played a yuppie.
Margot.
Mm-hmm.
She did a cover of Rolling Stone where she showed her ass.
Gosh.
And she said in the article, she said, I would have gotten naked in movies, but nobody's ever asked me.
Okay. Well, maybe you read that article, and that's what
Well,
made
I
you
read that
dream
article
about it.
like 15 years ago when it came out.
Okay. Well, we all have dreams.
She would have been less shocked if I was masturbating to gay porn.
Oh, gosh.
I didn't even do that yesterday. I did none of that yesterday.
No, we don't need to know about
Watch The Shield. I watched The Shield. That's what I did yesterday.
Okay. Well, you're living large over there.
No, I'm not.
No, well, I thought you were. With that new mattress and all. But the bed cover doesn't fit.
No, I'm done with it. That's
Okay,
just, I'll
that's
just
it.
live
Yeah,
with it. That's
out. Forget that.
yeah. I brought up some stupid topics.
Well, that's the show.
I don't know if it was stupid. It was a stupid dream.
Yeah, it sure was. Yeah. Well, we'll get over it. We'll get past it. And we'll do better tonight when you go to bed.
It wasn't a terrible dream.
Well,
but
it was kind of bad. It was not
until they little crabs became lobsters.
Okay, that's enough. That is enough.
I've never had an STD, so I don't know where that came from either.
Never even a scare?
No, which is crazy as much sex as I've had.
But it's all protected sex.
For the most part.
Because we don't kink shame, but we also preach practicing
I kink
safe
shame.
sex.
Oh, yeah. Well, back in the early days, no, because you didn't even know about diseases back then.
But you also want to avoid pregnancy.
Nah, it never worried me.
Maybe you're shooting blanks.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Well.
Still potent.
Okay.
Still going strong at 67.
Okay. But you're not interested anymore, you said.
No. But it still works.
Okay. Oh, gosh. We don't need any more detail on that.
You asked.
No.
Spread the love, dog.
Okay, Jay. Oh, man.
Why were fans mad at Michael Kay for his call of the Tigers base clearing triple?
Let's take a listen.
Did he get too excited?
I don't know what happened.
So, yeah, this was the eighth inning base clearing triple from Ibanez last night in the Tigers-Astros game.
Line down the left field line. It is a third ball. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Everybody scores. It's a bases clearing. Big pinch hit for Ibanez. And it is now 5-2 Detroit.
Maybe because he sounded like it was a Yankee hit.
He just botched the name is all.
Someone tweeted out, like, worst call ever, and it got a bunch of engagement. Again,
I've had a lot of worse calls than that.
I have too. But that's...
He just fumbled the guy's name is all.
You think that's what they meant? I think they're probably upset because it sounded like it was a homer call.
Well, Jackson, what were they upset about? You saw it.
All the tweet said was the worst, Michael Kay with the worst call ever, and a bunch of the replies in agreeance. Again, I mean, this is a poor source of people's actual opinion, but that is the speaker's circle in a way.
Speaker circle, I like that.
Yeah.
If they're Yankee fans, I think they're upset because he sounded like it was a Yankee base hit that cleared the bases.
But the Yankees weren't playing.
Oh, he was doing a national game?
Yes, sir.
The Tigers and Astros.
Playoffs, baby.
I didn't hear you say who he's playing. I'm sorry. I'm not following the playoffs.
I thought the call was good right until he got to Ibanez, and he kind of fumbled that name. That happens.
Yeah, I didn't think it was the worst call. I mean, I didn't think it was a great call by any means, but we've certainly heard worse.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, that's how... But when you get... I mean, we talked about it yesterday with Boog Shambi. Once you get into the playoffs and national guys who you haven't heard all season are now calling the biggest games of your team's season, especially in this wild card thing where, one hit can mean so much, they're going to be judgmental.
There's a lot of pressure to get the calls right in the big moments of big games.
Mm-hmm.
Because people are going to be playing that back millions of times over the years. And you don't want to botch the biggest moment of the game.
Yeah. What's like when you think of like iconic sports calls? Like, what's the one that comes to mind immediately? Obviously, like 2011's like See You Tomorrow Night because we're in St. Louis. But
I guess going way back, it's the Giants win the pennant. Russ Hodges for shot heard around
Bobby
the world.
Thompson's home run.
I wasn't around for that, but I've heard it 1,000 times.
Yeah,
that's probably the most famous baseball call of all time, I guess. I think it would be.
Jack Buck's call on Kirk Gibson.
Yeah, that was a great one.
I don't know.
But I think the shot heard around the world, that's probably the most famous one.
Certainly one of the most famous walk-offs.
Yeah.
But St. Louis-wise, I think you go Crazy Folks or...
Yeah, one of those.
2011.
Yeah. Go Crazy Folks would be the St. Louis. Biggest call, I would think.
But tied for first with 2011 Game 6.
When did Michael Kay start doing national games?
He was definitely on the call in 2022 of the Cardinals-Phillies playoff series. I don't know if that was his first time around doing it, but that was, at least 2 years, 3 years.
I mean, I like him, but I always thought these networks had their own... Well, that's what happens in the playoffs when you have 3 different networks that usually don't cover baseball or got to go scramble to find people to do their games.
Yeah.
I mean, the Brewers guy does national games.
Mm-hmm. And Michael Kay still does a morning talk show, too?
Yeah.
I know, that's amazing. I thought he did
Afternoons.
afternoons.
It's afternoons, yeah.
And then he goes and works for Yankee games for 5 or 6 hours a night?
I'm pretty sure, at least where he broadcasts, maybe the studio totally
Maybe it's at the stadium.
is like right next to it or in the stadium, so he's able to.
Yeah, KMWX has a studio in Bush.
Right. I think it's a very similar.
Yeah. That's a lot of talking.
Chris Kerber and Joey V, 2019. That was a great one.
Yeah, yeah.
Pat Maroon's goal.
Yeah.
Played that one whenever Joey was in. That was, that's an all-timer.
To be able to master that under the gun.
Right. So much of it is letting, like, I always go back to that Joe Buck call is kind of nothing as a regular season game, but saying, like, no flags on the field. Like, there is, like, that, just that little touch where you can say something like that, and it's incredible. Kick six, like, Auburn's going to win the football game.
Right.
Like, there's little iconic moments that just come out of nothing.
Like when he said in Game 6, we will see you tomorrow night.
Right.
Just like his dad had said
Right.
years earlier.
And that's it, too. Like, there's nothing after. Like, it's so perfect.
Yeah. We have a lot of perfect calls on this show, I feel. All from Tim, of course.
Thank you. I apologize, boys. I apologize to the audience. I'm just not on today. I didn't sleep, and that's the situation. Probably, I guess that now that I'm seeing the hatred for how bad the show is right now, I guess I should probably just not come in these situations. It's better that way.
Well, we're always kind of a bad show.
Yeah, no, but this is especially off. But it's on me. I mean, it's my responsibility. So I'm sorry. I'm just going to start sleeping in the basement again. That's what I'm going to have to do. Which is fine. That's what I did for like a year and a half when. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm completely out of sorts today.
I can lend you my CPAP equipment. That'll put you right out.
Oh, is that right? It knocks you out?
Oh, it puts me right out. You know, you get that.
Like, so what do you get? Like the gas?
There's
Like
no gas in it, just
okay.
oxygen.
I was sleeping soundly.
And I'm out in 5 seconds.
They're like, oh, I usually am too. Fell asleep last night at like 9. But yeah, woke up at 1 or something.
Yeah.
Can you sleep on your side with the CPAP?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You can? Really?
Sure.
Because I would think with that thing you'd have to sleep like in a coffin, but
No. I usually sleep on my side.
pillow between your legs?
No, never.
Try it. It's good
Why
for
would I want a pillow between my legs?
knee on knee action like that all night. Give it a shot.
You always sleep with a pillow between your legs?
Not always, but sometimes.
I always do.
Well, I don't. I'm a little more hard scrabble than you guys, I guess. A little more salt to the earth.
I just remember you carrying that CPAP thing through the Jamaican airport on your
Yeah.
side because you couldn't leave it.
No. If someone stole it, I was going to have to cough up $17,000. 17 grand.
That's unbelievable.
It's like I was carrying a bag of gold or something.
Gold.
That Jamaican airport.
Mm-hmm.
They had an Auntie Anne's in that Jamaican airport. Do you think they're celebrating it like they are in
Oh.
St. Louis?
It's probably a big deal when a national store opens up down there, I would think.
Yeah, it was in the airport.
Maybe not a pretzel store, but I expect when they get a big American store, it's a big deal.
Apparently the KFC down there goes, that's what they were saying.
Yeah.
The KFC goes crazy.
Anybody go see Nicki Minaj last night?
Oh, my word. Where?
She was at the Enterprise Center,
I
right?
didn't even know she was in town.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
I saw Jesse posted a video of her at the concert. I said, I never even heard she was coming here.
What do you think of her ass eggs?
It's big.
Okay, that was kind of short and sweet.
That's all I can say. Is
All right.
I'm not into that.
Now, would she sell out Enterprise Center? Is she that
I'm
big
not
of a
into
deal?
Big Ass. I'm not into Nicki Minaj's music.
I don't know if she sold it out, but I mean, she's certainly she is one of the seminal female rappers.
Don't say seminal.
Where do you put her on the list right now, Jackson?
Of female rappers, just rappers in general?
Female.
1 or 2. Like right now, like active right now.
Yeah.
Probably one. Yeah.
Are you basing that on her history or what she's doing right now?
History.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Come up with Young Money like that.
You like Glorilla?
Glorilla, yeah. She's got some good. I really like Megan Thee Stallion.
What about Lotto?
Don't know much about Lotto.
Check out Lotto.
All right.
Oh, for him.
Nicki Minaj have a beef with Miley Cyrus. I think she called her a bitch at the VMAs the other night.
Yeah, that was. I feel like that was years ago. She like said that Miley was like on stage at the VMAs saying like that Miley was shading her or something, and Miley had to like stand up for herself like on the stage at the VMAs.
Classless. Classless.
Well, you had the Kanye situation with Taylor Swift happen at the VMAs as well.
Also classless.
That was tough. That was tough.
The worst was Will Smith smacking Chris Rock.
Yeah, that supersedes it all. That's still wild to me.
Yeah.
Doug, let me tell you, having 6 adults in the same bed, you can forget about leg room. That's from the Swing Haven board member.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
It's never happened to him.
You don't think he's ever
We
had
don't know.
a six-head orgy?
6 head.
No, in the same bed, no.
Well, we can't be certain. This guy swings, and he swings hard.
You ever met her?
Well, no, there's a lot of people I haven't met, but they're still swingers.
Well.
And Nicki Minaj Mixed Fusion Moscato.
Right there.
Until he produces her.
You don't believe a thing he says?
No, and I feel bad because I was on my way. I don't know if it was on my way to work or was on the way home or something, but I had TMA on.
Oh, did you?
And I heard a segment, and I got to apologize because I was confused, I guess, because it was so long ago. But in this segment, which I don't know how long ago, it was maybe 6 years ago, at the time I said, I believe she's real. Now, as time goes by and he can't produce her, I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But also in that segment, I said that I never showed up to the Kirkwood Brew House. That he said, I'm not coming, so I didn't go. But what I remember is that I showed up and he didn't show up and I just had a cocktail. But in this one, I said I never went to the Kirkwood Brew House. So I'm not sure which is true.
Oh, no.
I wasn't lying. It's just it was so long
misrepresenting.
ago, I'm trying to remember. But
Okay. All right. Well, the fact that he hasn't brought her in doesn't mean she's not real. She may have a job in the morning. He's got a job in the morning.
No, but until he does something, brings her in, or so all I got to do is post a picture of when I said, all right, just get her next to you, hold up the peace sign, I know she's real, and we can match her up with the pictures you send in all the time.
Okay.
And he's never done that.
No.
Why not, you think? Why not?
I don't think she's real.
Well.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much.
No.
So do you think this guy is not married at all?
I don't know.
Right.
He's never been able
Well,
to. He just does too much boasting.
I think he's swinging, and he's swinging hard.
Well, see, that's what he wants you to think.
But so many of our listeners, but I mean, like at a drop of a hat, some Shrimply Pibbles or whoever will just start sending him pictures of their wives. Like we're giving out some like tickets for it.
So many are swingers. More are swinging than not.
You think more people listening to the show are swinging than that?
Yeah. I'd say probably 85% of our listening audience are swinging and swinging hard.
Because they know that this is the show of record for
Yeah.
swinging in St. Louis.
Good stock tips.
Honestly, for the whole Midwestern region. Because
say
we've
so,
taken
yeah.
swinging calls from Ohio,
We have. Yeah.
Kansas City.
New York.
But do you think he's not married at all, Iggs?
I don't know. Maybe he is. I'm just kind of doubtful of the swinging thing.
All right.
Because he talks too much about it. Every email is or text is about swinging.
Doug Jeff is on the line. Maybe this is a
Jeff.
Swing Haven board
Okay,
member.
could well
Callier
be.
and Thompson phone lines.
I'd love to hear what he's got to say. Hello, Jeff.
What up? How you guys doing?
Oh, we're fine. You?
I'm doing great, man. I love you guys. It's first time, long time.
Huh.
Welcome to the show.
Where are you from, Jeff?
I'm actually from the peninsula.
Oh,
right up there with Scott's Wrinkled Ballsack. And was that Mr. Nipples who lived there too?
I don't know.
Mr. Nipples.
Yep, Calhoun, baby. What's up?
Okay. Well, what's on your mind?
So, Iggs, I think I can solve your peach problem.
What problem?
Banana.
Well, I know you were talking about bananas earlier, but you know how you said like about 2 weeks ago you couldn't find a good peach this year?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love the meow. Give it to me one more time, baby.
Okay, easy, Jeff.
Okay, so Calhoun produces a lot of peaches, and this year we had a late freeze, and it like ruined the entire crop. So it was like really difficult for you to find peaches like anywhere. Same with pears.
What
So
about
that's like really engaging stuff, but that's the answer.
Well, what if I go to like the Soulard Farmers Market every once in a while on a weekend? I'll go, and even so, all those peaches that they have are coming from locally.
It could be grow houses. if they have a greenhouse.
They weren't very good.
And it's not like it affected the entire county. It's a lot of ridges, so some areas were spared, but I'd say probably about like 80% or more of the crops.
Yeah, it just seems fruit in general. I can't get a good cantaloupe either.
Oh Lord!
But yeah, I actually own a farm over there, so that's kind of why I know a little bit about this stuff.
A lot of swinging going on in the peninsula. It's been implied.
Oh man,
You like that, Doug?
No, we don't need that.
Yeah, why are you neighing?
So the answer was no to that?
The ball sacks.
The ball sacks are
There's a lot of pretty gals up there, that's for sure.
Is that right?
They all seem to move away though, and I don't blame them.
You know the ball sacks? How big's that area up there?
It's pretty small. It's really narrow because we got the Mississippi on one side, and then we have the Illinois River on the other.
Huh. Seems like you'd be at a flood
Yeah.
risk.
Seems like what?
You'd be at a risk of getting flooded out.
Yeah, dude, we do get flooded out.
I bet.
It sucks.
Well, why don't you move away from there?
It's just really pretty, to be honest with you. It's gorgeous. There's not a lot of people either.
Yeah.
How's the foliage up there?
Oh, Lord.
Dude, that's the other thing I was going to bring up. So we call them leaf lookers.
Mm-hmm.
And people come over, people come over on the ferry boat and, like, look at all of our leaves.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
It's a huge deal, dude.
I'm dubious.
There's leaves everywhere.
No, it's a real thing.
Some are prettier than others.
I don't know.
So people hop on that ferry
To look at leaves.
go across
Leaf flickers.
the Mississippi just to look at leaves in Calhoun, Illinois?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. They truly do it. Like, if you go on a Friday or Saturday, no, I'd say Sunday's probably the worst day. There'll be a massive line, man, which sucks if you live up there, because now you got to wait, like, almost an hour just to cross the river.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
No, some people are into beauty. I mean, people love sitting up and having a cup of coffee, watching the sunrise.
You can go
it's no
almost-
different anywhere. You can see the sunrise every morning.
I agree.
People still do it.
I like sitting on my back porch drinking a beer and looking at leaves, but I'm not trying to drive around it, you know?
Okay, that's boring. Sitting on your porch looking
You're
at
boring.
leaves,
You're
that's boring.
Hey, again, I got to touch on something, though. Can we get stickers? I want a TMA sticker for my F-150.
We used to have a bumper sticker, didn't we?
Didn't we? Free dotem sticker?
Oh, that's right.
I got a lemming sticker at home for some reason.
I want a sticker so bad. If you could just throw them in with merch, that'd be dope.
Okay, stop begging now.
I'm not begging. I'm just saying
okay.
it's the right thing to do.
All right.
I got a lemming sticker at home that I haven't used. You can come by the station and pick it up. I'll leave it here for you.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Hey, do you guys have any more of those Yetis sitting around? that
You're
people don't
begging
use?
again.
You got one listener of the month to get one of those,
Yeah.
Chief.
Oh, you chiefed it.
Oh, God, you sure did.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, maybe you should vote me listener of the month because I'm pretty rad.
Sign up, Malaga Tequila.
Yeah.
And change your voice to a woman's.
Change my voice to a woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
You win it then.
Tim, you're hot. I love you so much, man. I'm sorry about your shoulder.
Thank you so much.
I wish there was.
Appreciate it.
I wish there was something I could do for you, man.
I appreciate that, Jeff. I know you would if you could.
And
I know
I
you would if
love-
you could.
I love Balloon Party. You and Jackson, you guys are incredible, man. Talk about a breath of fresh air.
Thank you so much.
Laying
Jeff.
it on pretty thick.
That's what I need. It's gonna be the cortisone. It's verbal cortisone, Doug.
All right, is that it?
Yeah. Yes, so Iggy, you're the best. KG, man, mad respect. You're a hard worker. Jackson, you're hot too.
He is hot.
Oh, Doug, you owe me some panties, dude.
Panties?
Flip that off.
I don't wear them.
No, I said I was gonna pay you a ridiculous amount of money for some and come pick them up, and I think you were all for it at the time.
How much were you going to pay me?
I don't know, man. I'll give you $600.
Okay, for some of my underwear?
Sold American.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Deal's back
all
on.
I asked for is some panties and a sticker.
Okay.
I'm
For
going to have another
600.
panties dream tonight.
Okay. All right, we're back on.
All right, boys. Well, I got to hop off here. It's nice chatting with you.
Okay, sorry
that
to
was
bother you.
Jeff. Jeff from the
a little bit of
peninsula.
room to move around. And I guess the first time nobody came for a while. I was in one of the wrong ones, and then I just switched over to a busy one, and then, I don't know, just some chick came in. And supposedly she saw me or whatever.
I know it's a running joke, but that was the first time I legitimately thought a caller sounded like the porta potty guy.
I thought so too, KG. I thought he had a lot of similarities to the porta potty. Just the laughing out of nowhere.
If it's busy, how'd you get in there?
Well, I think he got in there before it got busy. That was the key to
Well,
that.
he said it was a busy one. How would he know it's busy?
Because the other one wasn't getting any action.
You do recon first.
Must not have been that busy if he had time to crawl in there and cover himself.
That would just take a second or two. And you actually dive into the hole.
Oh. Well, yeah, and then you'd be splashing around that blue liquid they have down there. How would a human not see someone down there?
Cover yourself with a tarp.
That's right. He had a small shirt he tucked in there.
Yeah. I guess some of them are large enough that you could duck down in there. Why are we discussing this again?
It's important, Doug.
Oh.
Swing Haven board member has issued a retort to you, Iggy.
Okay.
Along with a lot of death wishes for Jeff, but there's just it's just kind of a mass sentiment. Guys, for the record, last week I offered a show topic for Tim's QFTA, talking about the GOATs in sports that could have paid me $50 in Venmo, and Mrs. Swinghaven board members handle our Venmo, so that would prove she is real.
The members.
Yeah, that proves that I could say Mrs. Kenny Strode is my Venmo handle.
Can you change your handle to Mrs. Kenny Strode?
I mean, what the hell, dude?
You think you meant to say handle as a name or handles the Venmo as in she deals with it?
Well, how would Tim know she took it? Hey, accepted it. I'm sure it's the girl. How the hell would he know?
Yeah, I also am dubious of that.
And the thing is, I think that they're real, but I don't know how that would have gotten us home as far as proof goes. If I were trying the case, I probably wouldn't have used it.
Yeah, and Discovery, that's just getting tossed to the side.
No, keep trying, buddy. It's very simple. Is she home now? Take a picture, hold up the peace sign, send it in.
There you go.
If that happens, I'll say, I bow down to you. I apologize. I was wrong.
I have a sneaking suspicion that his wife hates this show.
Most wives love it.
It's true. We just had a ball and beer bitch yesterday. We fired up.
Yeah, she seems to be okay.
Well, he sent in pictures of her before.
Yeah, but those seem like we're going to a dinner party. Let's take a photo, not
that's what I'm saying.
Pose for the 5 guys on TMA.
Send her one right now. You're up. I know you're up.
Why do you know that?
Because he just texted in. So unless your wife goes to work at 8 o'clock, send in a picture of you two with the peace sign. This whole thing will end.
No, it sounds like you're getting angry.
No, I'm just saying that my wife's name is on my Venmo. That proves nothing.
The Venmo account is her name, Swinghaven board member.
Okay, well.
I don't think anyone's...
I don't recall. I don't save all
my
messages, I guess. I don't recall how we communicated. Maybe it was probably via email, I guess. It was probably for Balloon Party, I think.
Yeah, right.
So that was probably T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. But I don't know the Swinghaven board member's real name, so if I looked at my emails, I wouldn't know.
Right.
Like, I'm going to have to, perform an investigation in order to get this, and I don't know if that's what he wants. I save those emails in Balloon Party deep dive file.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see. I guess I can go back.
It's really not that important.
I can change my email, too, to at SusieCreamCheeseStrode.com.
Oh, my word.
At gmail.com.
The Grill 111.
Does that mean I'm a girl?
Todd Reesing says, why is my wife real and his isn't?
Well, I've seen Todd Reesing. He played Plowsy in round 1 of the Jay Randolph Jr.
Great matchup. What that went down to 4 playoff holes, right?
Yeah, Plowboy came away victorious.
4 playoff holes. Doug, did you watch that? Once it got to the 3rd playoff hole, I feel like everybody watched.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
I've never said your wife is real either. I've never met your wife.
But we've seen him in person, and he sent in pictures of him and his wife together. So that's where.
Yeah, but I've never said your wife is real. I never said your wife is fake.
My wife fingered my ass for the first time in a while in Branson. Branson saved my marriage. That's from caller Buzz.
Come on, Buzz. You're better than that.
There's a listener, Karen, that never emails in, never texts in, never says anything on YouTube, compliments me, sends me DMs. I know she's real because I met her at TMA, her and her husband, and asked me for a picture. So I know she's real. That's how I know it, because I've
I'm in
met her.
so much pain when it laughs. When I laugh, it hurts.
From the slap tear?
I don't know, man. It's got to be, I guess. I don't know. We'll find out. Making a doctor's appointment as we do the program.
Okay.
Listener Karen, call in and send in pictures. 636-9004 TMA. Doug, it's the Collier and Thompson phone lines. That's right.
Yeah. And Collier and Thompson can also help take care of your house. Maybe you want a new kitchen. A lot of people want a new kitchen. You want to add value to your home?
Do it.
That's the way to do it. Be a great investment in your house to get a new kitchen and have the fine folks at Collier and Thompson do that for you. Collier and Thompson is your go-to source for every design consideration. They carry the best cabinets, appliances, and countertops in the business. When Collier and Thompson walks away from a job, you will be super happy and have a remodel that lasts a lifetime. And if something is not quite right, they'll send their guys back out there to make it right. They've been in business since the 1950s. Their employees have over 160 years of experience. These guys know what they're doing. They carry high-end type appliances from Bosch, Thermador, Wolf, Sub-Zero, that kind of thing. They are the people that do it right. When they do a remodel, it stays done. That's not really, really their slogan. I just kind of came up with that. When they do a remodel, it stays done, which I suppose is kind of a low floor, but actually they do high-end stuff. There's a low floor. Yeah, that's for the other guys. Collier and Thompson does high-end decorating. It's a cream of the crop. It doesn't get any better than St. Louis. If you want it done right, Collier and Thompson, that's the place to go. A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. Torch Award winners from the BBB. Collier and Thompson is a company you can trust with your home. They're on Manchester and Baldwin next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Come home to quality online at collierandthompson.com.
Design Air is the sponsor of our email of the day, online at designairservice.com. Doug's a client, Iggy's a client, I'm a client as well. It's online at designairservice.com, the official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. If you run into any HVAC issues, make sure you work with Seth Goldcamp and his staff at Design Air Heating and Cooling. 4th generation, no upselling going on. Fix it. Go on with their day. Make sure your system is working, and it's as simple as that. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com, official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. Send your emails in for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. JV golf coach and Coach Steve are tied with 1 win apiece in the month of October. All right, we'll close out the Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota 7 o'clock hour. You are listening to TMA, presented to you by Brown & Crouppen.
KPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Looking for the perfect spot for your next private event? Whether it's a baby shower, bridal shower, birthday party, or business meeting, Rosalita's has you covered. Enjoy the vibrant atmosphere in one of Rosalita's 2 exclusive private rooms with a customized menu that is perfect for your upcoming event. And if you're planning a date night, don't miss the lively mariachi nights every Friday and Saturday. Plus, Rosalita's gift cards make the perfect gift for any occasion. Come celebrate at Rosalita's, where every event is a fiesta. Learn more at rosalitascantina.com.
If you talk to someone who has had a kitchen remodel, say, from Collier & Thompson, they'd probably love to show it to you and say, look what our place looks like now. Collier & Thompson does it, and they do it right. Also, football season is here. You might want to update that man cave. Nothing better than sitting in a comfortable man cave, and Collier & Thompson can make it look like the best place in your house. You want an appliance? Maybe an appliance for the holidays. You're thinking about that. They've got the top brand names. They got Bosch, Thermador, Wolf, Sub-Zero. Got them all. Old Stacy is the appliance guy. He'll do you right. Matthew and Eric are the appliance installers. Also, they are looking to hire some lead contractors. If that is your line of work and you'd like to work for the best company in town that does this sort of stuff, Collier & Thompson is the one to look for. They've got almost everything, and it's all right there in-house. No need to go to 5 or 8 different places to remodel one room. With Collier & Thompson, the countertops, appliances, lighting, flooring, hardware, plumbing, electric, you name it, it is all right there in-house. They will take absolutely great care of you. Collier & Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier & Thompson, come home to quality, online at collierandthompson.com.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge, newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood, or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
Hustle and Heart Sports Performance is the one-stop shop for St. Louis area football-specific and athletic training located in O'Fallon, Missouri. Hustle and Heart utilizes the top trainers in St. Louis, led by its owner, 8-year NFL vet Pierre Desir. We have a 40-yard turf field, college-style weight room, red light sauna, and a state-of-the-art recovery room to service all of your athletes' needs. For more info, check out hustleandheartsportsperformance.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
Thinking about selling your home, but not thrilled about going public? Check out Compass's Private Exclusives with Jeff Lotman. With Private Exclusives, your home is shown to a select group of serious buyers. No public listing, no days on market, just real offers from real people. Their network connects you with top agents and qualified buyers, so your home gets the attention it deserves, without all the fuss. Selling your home can be simple and stress-free with Compass Private Exclusives, because your home is special. Call Jeff Lotman, your Compass agent today, to find out more, or visit the Lotman Group online at JEFFLOTTMANN.com.
Hi, this is Chris Pondoff from Illinois Recovery Center. As someone who battled alcoholism and addiction for 20 plus years, I understand the dark places you can find yourself stuck in. Alcoholism and substance abuse takes a heavy toll on your body and your mind, but you can overcome it. Start your journey to recovery at the Illinois Recovery Center, a rehab treatment center that provides comprehensive and customized rehabilitation addiction treatment. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, please know that there is hope. Visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com today.
Hey you, it's Dr. Pryor. If your mouth's been getting more action from late night pizza than it has from a toothbrush, it's time to come see me. At 100 West Dental, we know how to clean up your act and your smile. Whether it's overdue cleanings, a chipped tooth from a wild weekend, or just getting that fresh, I'm definitely not hungover grin, we got you covered. Look, we know you're not shy, so why shy away from getting your teeth right? Book your free consultation at 100westdental.com and let's give you something to smile about. Because hey, you deserve to be as smooth as Tim's golf swing.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Introducing the first ever TMA Banty Brew, a 16-ounce canned wheat ale with orange and coriander and an image of all 4 TMA boys across the front. The Banty Brew, a refreshing ale made with white wheat, brown coriander, and fresh whole oranges. And now you can pick up the TMA Banty Brew at Salt and Smoke or at any area Friar Tuck's location. Must be 21 or older to consume or purchase. See the can at TMASTL.com and find a participating location to try it for yourself. Brought to you by Charleville Brewery and Winery in St. Genevieve, Show Me Beverages, and Salt and Smoke. Find out more at TMASTL.com. You're hearing TMA all day on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. Featuring the morning after, live from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then a full show replay from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Followed by the best of TMA from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. And another same-day replay starting at 10 p.m.
I spent 4 years in San Francisco.
It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After.
KPNT FM HD2,
Collinsville, St. Louis.
It's TMA, presented to you by Brown and Crouppen, Fisher Window and Door Store, 8 o'clock hour. Get involved on the program. Callier and Thompson phone line, 636-9004, TMA. Schaefer Door Company, text inbox, 314-881-TMA5, and email in for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Doug, the Missouri uniforms have been revealed, but they didn't do a video this time.
I know, what the hell?
I'm angrier than a hornet.
Yeah. Probably because they faced so much criticism for the last crazy videos they posted.
You think that's what it was about?
Could have been. Or they didn't have a player who had enough time to go out in the country somewhere and walk through a barn.
Which one was your favorite? The first one, the barn?
I guess.
On the horse?
I guess.
Doug, here are the uniforms.
What are they wearing now?
Can you see?
White helmet.
All white, baby.
Why a white helmet?
Here, I'm trying to show you. And is that white pant, Jackson?
Looks like white
White
helmet.
pant?
White pants.
What do you
It's
think?
no good. It's no good. We
Oval
don't need to be
tiger.
all white. Can we have something that looks like
I got to tell you, I kind of like it.
I don't like it.
I like with an all white uniform having a solid.
You belching, bro?
You burping?
It's just something. Just,
Watch this. Burpins is snurpins.
How's your acid reflux, fella?
How am I supposed to do the rest of the show? And Tim just
Yeah, when I have that kind of material. That'll be like a Carlin sketch that they'll play decades from now with that kind of material.
I can't keep up. Burpins is snurpins.
Right.
I like a solid colored helmet with the white uniform. I think it gives good contrast. Like if they were wearing the black helmet. Block M. I think Block M.
Oh, wow.
Sure.
I'd like a Block M against A&M.
You're starting to come around.
I think that would look better than going white helmet, white pant, white jersey.
Yeah, the white helmet's bad. It's just not us. It's not us. We should do us.
However, when they wear the black visor, because it also has a black face mask, it looks really cool.
Oh,
Those uniforms are clean. Shut up, Jug. That's from Brian Henshin. He knows a thing about uniforms, white uniforms. The Colts are white uniforms.
I'm with Henshin. I like the all white.
I don't. I want them to look like Missouri.
The iced out unis are sick. That's in the Crystal City Clam Hammer.
Iced out.
How about all white and on the helmet, a gold M? Would you like that?
No, I don't. I want a black helmet. I want
Boy,
a
you're
black
easy to
Missouri
satisfy.
helmet.
Come on. Let's be a little more flexible here.
Yeah. Terrible. What they wore against Vanderbilt was just horrendous.
I was watching Tiger Talk on, Doug, was that Tuesday, I guess? Mike Kelly and Eli Drinkwitz. And Drinkwitz wanted to get into the uniform criticism. And then Mike Kelly goes, well, we only have 5 minutes left, so why don't we save that for another week? But he was ready to go. And like I said, I was watching it, so I could see that Drinkwitz was kind of laughing about it. Mike Kelly, they were short on time, but he wanted to go. He goes, I want to explain why we only have black pants and white pants. So it sounds like there are no gold pants.
No gold pants at all. At home, I could see that, but on the road, they wore gold pants last year.
Sounds to me like he's listening to the show and he's directing all of his comments to you, Doug.
Well, if indeed he knew what was best for him, he'd get that team looking like the Missouri Tigers and not like someone else we can't identify.
Yeah, I would have for sure gone Block M for this game. I don't know why they went Oval Tiger. But I mean, in general, I like the uniforms. I just wouldn't have gone white helmet, and I definitely would have gone Block M.
Their poor uniforms explains their poor play, their up and down play. Now, I know they're 4-0, but they haven't played that well.
What's A&M's home
They would play
colors?
better if they wore traditional Missouri uniforms.
Maroon and white, Iggy. They were maroon and white.
And I expect that's what they'll be in Saturday. They won't be in some other crazy colors.
Let's go to Texas A&M. Have you seen what Illinois is going to wear against Michigan?
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. Let me handle this.
Yeah.
What are they going to wear? Is it
Help me
horrible?
handle. Probably might have to slide over here.
Idea is great. Execution, maybe not.
What is that?
This microphone situation.
What color are they now? They're gone to navy blue and tan. A tan helmet. It looks like a leather helmet that Red Grange wore in the 1920s.
This game is to honor Red Grange.
That is what it's for.
Yeah.
It's
Is
a
it really?
painted-on leather helmet.
Does it look like Red Grange?
It's a 100-year.
The 100th anniversary.
The Galloping Ghost?
He had 6 touchdowns against Michigan on the opening day of Memorial Stadium.
Huh.
100 years ago in a day to when they're going to play Michigan this year. And so they're honoring Red Grange with this.
A helmet painted to look like it's leather.
It looks like cheap wallpaper that they glued onto their helmets.
What are they thinking?
Like the jersey and pant is okay, like for what they're trying to do. Like it's okay. The helmet just looks brutal. Like I said, love the idea. I think it's really cool to honor.
I like the idea.
Someone who people my age or older even have no idea who he is. But
You've never heard of Red Grange?
Of course I have. But I'm saying people my age or even older might not have heard of Red
Mm-hmm.
Grange. And to honor him is great. However, this was not the right execution of it.
What is the nickname? The Galloping something?
Galloping Ghost. You see old film of him, he kind of looks like maybe a modern-day player playing against guys from the 1920s, where he's just so much faster and more lucid than everybody else. They also had Dick Butkus at Illinois. They could honor him a little bit, couldn't they?
But this is the 100th. I mean, it's going to be 100 years in a day when they played Michigan and he had 6 touchdowns on the opening day of Memorial Stadium.
Okay.
They're playing Michigan again at Memorial Stadium.
All right. I'll let this one go because it's a salute to history.
Sure. But
what Mizzou's uniforms are a salute to, I haven't the foggiest idea. A salute to madness.
This weekend, I will be wearing a purple helmet to honor Doug. You are my compass, you delicious bitch. That's from Marvin Florissant.
My compass? Compass Real Estate?
Yeah, Jeff Lottman, JEFFLOTTMANN.com. What about CarltonInsurance.net? CARLTON Insurance.net.
That's nice, too.
Yeah, that works. 314-961-4800. 388 5-star reviews for James Carlton. And he is heading to Houston to drive over to College Station for the Fighting Tigers 11 o'clock kickoff against the Aggies. He'll know which team is which out there.
Well, I don't know. After he studies it for about 10 or 15 minutes.
James Carlton, my insurance agent, I recommend him wholeheartedly, and that's why he has 5-star reviews all over the place for his staff's work and their proactive nature in looking to save their customers money. It's James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency, online at carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm. Doug, do we have a title sponsor?
Yes, indeed we do. That would be Brown and Crouppen. If you need justice, you know who to call, Brown and Crouppen. Justice is their business. If you think you may have a potential personal injury case, Brown and Crouppen is a local law firm right here to serve you. Been around St. Louis since 1979. That's a long time representing St. Louisans, and in that time they've won more than $1 billion in compensation for their clients. Here's how it works. You think you might have a case, you get on the horn, and you call them at 314-222-2222, and you speak with someone there, and they'll give you a free evaluation. They'll talk over your case, see if you have a case. If you do, they'll be happy to move forward, and they work on a contingency basis. No upfront cost to you. If you don't get paid, they don't get paid. They usually get paid because they know their way around the local courts. They know the other lawyers. They know the judges. They know how the court system works here. They've been around here a long time serving St. Louisans and people around the area, and they are absolutely the top dogs when it comes to personal injury attorneys. So if you think you may need Brown and Crouppen, call them. Here's the number again. It's all twos. 314-222-2222, or you go to brownandcrouppen.com and make sure you let them know you heard about it. Here on TMA, the choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertising. Past results are no guarantee of future results, and every case is different and must be judged on its own accord.
Doug, last week's fake bulletin board material was Brett Bielema's comments regarding whiteout energy in Happy Valley being edited by a fan who was a Nittany nationalist?
Nittany nationalist, yeah.
This week's fake controversy is Brady Cook's comments regarding Kyle Field and the 12th man. Here is Brady Cook, and then we'll hear Mike Elko and his response.
Okay.
The noise at practice is actually louder. They put these big speakers, pretty much 2 feet right behind me. And you can't hear anything. It's loud. In stadiums, it's loud, but it's like a surrounding, kind of more distant loud. So it's a little different. I think it's, just as loud or louder or tougher to communicate. That's great work. We've been doing that every single rep this week.
Okay.
Innocent statement?
No. Not true.
Oh.
Here's Texas A&M head coach Mike Elko.
I know Kyle Field. It has been interesting that we've had some people call out Kyle Field a little bit. I heard their quarterback say today that it's louder in practice than it will be in Kyle Field. And so, to me, that's a challenge to the 12th man, 11 a.m. Saturday. Let's get this place rocking. Let's have a heck of a day.
Okay.
Wow. Challenge issued.
Oh, brother.
Jackson, you watched that clip?
I did.
What stood out to you about it?
Well, what stood out to me most, and I talked about this before the program, maybe people think about the same thing with Mike Kelly and Drinkwitz, I don't know, but the guy doing the interview for this coach's show with Mike Elko seemed to, at any moment, be willing to do whatever Mike Elko needed.
Bend the truth?
It seemed like he was a big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Well, it's a coach's show. That's what you get.
Yeah. Seemed like he really enjoyed Mike Elko's work, doing a lot of laughing where your head kind of goes back.
Oh, gosh.
And that's certainly what I noticed. In general, though, it seemed like Mike Elko did have a lot of really nice things to say about Brady Cook and Drinkwitz.
Tiger.
But this is how these things work. That was a 40-minute show they did on their radio. People aren't going to watch that. They're going to watch the clip of him talking about that. They're going to watch the clip about Brady Cook talking about how the speakers, the way they set the speakers up is really hard to communicate. Not necessarily that it's going to be a lot louder, but the fact that it's sprawling when you're at Kyle Field as opposed to two speakers right behind you gets a little intense to communicate.
Right. What he said is absolutely true.
Right.
The Rams used to do that, and when they'd blare those speakers, you couldn't hear the person standing next to you.
Right.
But on a football field, I've been to really loud stadiums, you can still scream a little and hear the other people.
Right, because it's spread out as
Right.
opposed to speakers blaring into your face.
Right.
So people, if that's the bulletin board material, that's going to be...
That's not much.
Yeah, this is, I mean...
He's getting his fans riled up. What's a big deal on either side? It's from Steven time.
Yeah, there isn't a big deal on either side, really.
There rarely is with these, though. You just
But
gotta,
what about the Nittany Nash?
Yeah, I mean...
Who then later acknowledged that she edited it specifically to make it look like...
I mean, it's... What a world. But the Twitter burners of these fan accounts is just ridiculous. They love calling people cowards despite the fact that they don't have their name, face, or anything attached to them on their Twitter account, which is
sounds like Doug's prison while it's about to get involved here on the
definition
program.
of cowardly, but whatever. That's how it goes. It's really weird.
Guys, I live in Texas, and A&M fans are the weirdest, most cult-like, delusional fan base I've ever seen. That's from Clevie Wade.
Huh. They got the midnight yell practice with the guys in like the Masters caddy suits. That stuff is really
Kind
weird.
of fun, though. It's kind of a fun tradition to have the 12th man. It used to be, I don't know if they do it anymore. Wasn't their kickoff team all walk-ons at one point?
I don't know
think
about that.
the kickoff, when they would kick off to the other team, it used to be, I believe, that everyone there was a walk-on.
Nice.
And it was kind of a real thing for the walk-ons who weren't quite good enough to play a lot, but they could handle an occasional kickoff.
Where you might get your face smashed into a million pieces.
But of course they would go nuts. When that's the only player in the whole game, those guys went crazy.
Right. I never get the gunners, like the special teams guys on the kickoff. If a kick's like kick to the back of the end zone, if the team downs it, and they go up to the fans behind that end zone and start screaming and going nuts.
Yeah.
Like all fired up. Like nothing happened. I guess you're just riling up before a defensive stand, but I never got that.
Well, and you're 20 years old and jacked up on testosterone and
Kill everybody?
People are screaming for you, yeah.
You ever notice how it's kicked out of the end zone, and then like 10 seconds later, all these players are still running as hard as they can to the end zone? Look, coach.
Yeah.
I got down there.
I'm sure the coach demands that. You run all the way. I don't care if it's a touchback.
Yeah, that stuff's got to stop, especially if you
It doesn't hurt anybody, does it?
If you sack a quarterback and there's like three of you that get in there and you jump out of the pile and go running up, yeah, it's me. It's me. I did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't like that either. Like they're the first guy to ever make a tackle.
Yeah. Look, coach, it was me. There was three of them there, but I got it. Quit boasting. I'd throw a flag.
Well, Mizzou's had some boasters over the last few years. They've had some guys that would celebrate at times when you wonder if it's worthwhile or
They all do.
necessary.
I think a couple of weeks ago, I forgot who it was. A guy got a penalty after the play for unnecessary roughness. Referee threw the flag, and the player started yelling at him and took his towel off, and he threw it. And he didn't have a flag, so the umpire threw his hat.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Gave him double penalties.
Yeah. I saw at the beginning of the Vanderbilt game last week, Luther Burden actually ran into the Vanderbilt sideline. You know, the Tigers just ran out on the field, and they're all jumping around. And instead of going to his bench, he went to the Vanderbilt.
I actually was watching that too. I
right
saw
at the
it.
end, yeah.
I don't know if that was shown on the telecast. We were both at the game,
Yeah.
so yeah, you had to be watching it. Yeah, I noticed it.
And I thought, boy, that's not a good idea. And some of the Vanderbilt guys were yelling at him, you could tell. He was over there. He had come to the student side to try to get the students pumped up, but he went through the Vanderbilt bench to get there. That's bad for him.
Yeah, but he sends a little message. Well, he later got a bunch of penalties for some extracurriculars. So
That was against Boston College.
Was it? I thought. Oh yeah, you're right. That's what led to the 2nd and 59.
2nd and 59.
Ugh. Yeah, you're right. I got those confused.
Well, yeah, I don't think you should be running to the other team's bench.
Doug's prison wallet has been activated by whoever was talking about burner accounts being cowards. Oh, that was you?
Yeah.
Why do you hate burner accounts? Sign the secret fan pin. Speaking of burner accounts, the Reddit page is not happy that Tim likes college football.
Are they happy about anything?
You've got some explaining to do, mister. And some apologies to deliver.
Oh, God. Let's see. Did Simpy Jack buy the Dr. Squatch body wash thanks to Sydney Sweeney, you naughty, naughty boy? That's from the self-made stay-at-home Ledoux mom.
No, I did see that picture yesterday. She's doing.
I'm not familiar with what we're talking about here.
She did some. I bet if you type into Twitter, it'll pop up real quick. She did promotion for this, I guess, body wash company, and it had the ear and that dog's barking.
She's soaping herself up.
No, it's not that. It's just like there's a lot of cleavage, and
she's showing a lot of cleavage lately, and she's proud of it.
Clip that off.
It's kind of in her thing from the jump.
In my day, instead of calling it body wash, we said it was soap.
Did you have liquid soap that you would pour on yourself in the shower?
No, we had soap.
Okay, this is soap. It's just liquid soap.
We had some liquid soap.
Soap doesn't exfoliate. Body wash does.
I don't know.
The tweet says, for my dirty little boys out there, upgrade to Dr. Squatch natural body wash. And then Sydney Sweeney's in the tub.
I'll do whatever you tell me to do, honey.
Oh, Lord.
That would be a simp.
You said you weren't going to do anything.
I'd be a simp for her.
Would you?
Tell me to go get your coffee. I'm on my way.
You'd be your servant?
Yes.
Would you?
Guys, speaking of things that I'm not happy Tim likes, I'm not happy that Tim likes women. That's from the Total Package.
Oh. Yeah. So he's not on your radar, really?
Mm-hmm.
You could be convinced otherwise?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ruin me.
Oh.
Who is that? Is that Perk?
Yeah.
Perk. What's everyone going to be for Halloween? That's from Government Got Her.
I imagine there'll be a lot of Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce's this year going together.
You guys dressing up?
I haven't dressed up in years.
When is Halloween on a weekend this year?
31st.
Thursday.
Thanks, Doug.
I thought we were off on Thursday. I got a concert on Wednesday.
You thought we were off for Halloween?
Yeah. Don't we usually get Halloween off?
No. Why would we?
I think my son's preschool does. But I don't know about that. Is it a federal holiday now?
Absolutely not.
I think it is, Doug.
I thought it was.
Doug, check.
Okay.
Could you imagine going to a business and they're like, sorry, we're closed because it's Halloween?
Yeah.
It's on a Thursday.
That'd be great.
Hubbard's
TMA will be off today because it's Halloween.
Hubbard's asking
Gotta get our
us to dress
costumes
up.
ready.
Hubbard's having a Halloween costume party. I was thinking about maybe dressing like Robert Smith.
Oh, please.
I'm on board with that.
100, please.
I mean, I got black pants, I got a black shirt, I got black shoes. I just have to get some kind of hair.
You think people would know who it
And
is?
put some eyeliner. Well, it's a lot of music stations here. I'm sure they know who Robert Smith is.
Oh, you're
Trick or treat, bitches.
going to trick or treat up and down the hallways of the Hubbard.
Well, we got an
studios.
email yesterday saying Hubbard's having a costume contest on Halloween. So I'm sure a lot of the employees are going to dress up.
Huh.
They do every year. I never have because I don't really.
I see an Elvis impersonator walking the halls here every now and then.
Clownvis, yeah, he's a regular on the Riz Show.
Speaking of that, there's a picture of Riz in our bathroom.
I was going to ask about that. Is that him?
Mm-hmm.
In the little bathroom right next to us?
Yeah.
Really? I didn't see that.
It's like an AI photo.
Mm-hmm.
He's like dressed up like Jon Snow.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
He's like looking at you right when you tinkle.
Oh,
It's nice
that
to have
shows
a-
how locked in I am. I've already been in there and I didn't even notice it.
It's just nice to have a friend in there with you.
You can't handle that alone?
Oh, no, I can, but,
How do you think I look with the black eyeshadow on, Doug?
Flip that off.
Creepy?
So if I do Robert Smith, I'll have to do that too.
I really want you to do this.
A little bit of pink lipstick.
God, this needs to happen.
Yeah, it looked pretty creepy.
But you got to do the show that day, too. So you're going to sit there for
that's
3
a bad
hours
thing.
and
That's
lipstick
a
on.
bad thing. Usually the people that do it are salespeople. But if I can't sit in here for 3 hours dressed like that.
Well, they're going to be here for 8 hours.
Yeah, but they're not on camera.
So what?
You got to sit here and do a show and have people stare at me on YouTube dressed like Robert Smith.
Well, you brought it up. It was your idea.
Especially
Yeah,
when
I
all
was
the other
thinking.
three of us are going to be in normal clothes.
I said if I was going to do it, that's who I'd probably be. I went to a Halloween costume party a few years, probably about 10 years ago. And I dressed up like Lady Gaga. I look pretty hot.
I'm sure you look very hot. Was that a pork dress? Meat suit? What was it you used to wear all the time?
Not all the time, once.
Okay.
Lady Gaga has a giant penis.
That was somebody that was taken out of context.
Wasn't that to get like a, what is that thing called? The 360 machine? In order to get that, you had to say that Lady Gaga.
That's a good memory, yeah.
We never got the machine.
So I
either,
just
did we?
said that because there was a bet for me to say that, but I didn't believe it.
Oh.
Yeah, we got it, and then somebody stole it.
Yeah. Someone stole our 360.
Ken's latest gambit for attention actually sounds really great. Please show up dressed like that. Not even for Halloween. Just do it tomorrow or like November 12th. Hashtag free perk. That's from Brian Hengen.
Show ombudsman.
He's the ombudsman? I thought he covered the Colts.
I think you can do both.
I think Swope's the sergeant at arms.
Yeah. Definitely show historian.
No, we don't have to free perk. She needs to free us. She's the one ghosting us.
Is she still ghosting us, Chairman?
I haven't reached back out, giving her a little space.
How'd that learn conversation go?
I haven't talked to her yet either.
This is about the IQ challenge.
Yeah, I don't think she'll be on board.
Why not?
Yeah, she got too much going on.
I'll get her on board.
Okay.
Iggy, are you aware of what happened with Lady Gaga last night?
I do.
God, it hurts when I laugh.
I was locked into that.
Yeah.
Doug, can this be my slap tear if it like hurts up here? I know you're a doctor. You chose broadcasting instead of going into medicine. Like it's like when I'm laughing, it hurts up here. It doesn't hurt back here. Like, but the whole thing wraps around, right?
does it?
I don't know. Anybody go to medical school on the show here?
Well,
I'm about
sure.
to go.
You're about to go to Phoenix University?
I'm doing
I
it
just
right
didn't.
now.
I didn't show up for the graduation.
Let me get some
exercise.
visuals here. Yeah. That seemed based on what
This
I'm looking
could be.
at.
This could still be the
It could
slap
be-
tear thing.
Yeah.
In left front. God,
Ooh, I'm looking at surgical images. Not good.
Could it be a pec muscle?
I don't know, man.
Yeah, so it looks like it starts like on the rib cage, the outside of your rib cage, and goes up through the shoulder to the back, all the way down, partially the bicep.
Yeah, that's what they said. If I were to get surgery, they would do the bicep reattachment to the.
Well, what'd you do yesterday?
I don't know. I have no idea. That's the thing. Just
Hit
worked
balls?
and no, I just worked and my wife took our older son to an event last night, and I was hanging out with the younger one. Went to Carl's. Took him to Carl's for his first time. Yeah, that was glorious.
First time?
That was his first time. Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, when you're two, sitting on those stools can be high risk. Hell, certain sizes, 48, sitting on those stools can be high risk.
But you carry the phone books with you.
I do.
Do you think maybe just picking him up has done this?
No, I don't know. I think I may have awkwardly reached around. Somebody sent in. Is this gluten-free perk? Is somebody like hacking in? What's going on here? Do you see this picture, Chairman?
Who sent it?
314. It's down a bit.
I'm saying it.
What's going on here? Is this like a?
Somebody's creeping?
Yeah.
What's going on?
They photoshopped.
I don't know if that's her. It's just like I don't know if this is somebody saying this is their wife or
For
what.
sure, her.
I think it's her.
It is. Yeah, that's well. You give like what they say. You give them an inch to take a mile.
Yeah, they do.
What is it?
Yeah.
You'd
Delete,
love to
delete.
see it.
Chairman's deleting it.
I guess I won't see it.
No.
I mean, it's
Good
only
morning.
fair.
I have been hired as counsel for Gluten Free Perk, who will 100% be passing on the IQ test, given she has to live in fear of the oldest guy on the show showing her a grainy Speedo picture of himself from 1973. Yikers. That's from glove blogger Tom Traven, Esquire.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't grainy. It was probably 89, 90.
That makes it better.
Well, he's lying, so.
Do you carry the picture with you all the time?
No, it's in my phone.
Okay.
Watch out! Here comes Suck Boy Tony.
It's at the ready in case you need to flash it up.
It's in my phone.
Total Package is a doctor, and he says it's a pulled chest muscle.
How would you know?
Okay. Was a doctor? No.
Is he a doctor? Or just
Oh,
pretending to be one?
I just feel like most of the audience,
Lawyers.
Yeah.
I think
Advanced
80%
degree, for sure.
doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This wife is real and she's immaculate, and that's Shrimply Pibbles, and he's sending in pictures of himself and his wife.
I just don't get it.
What do you mean you don't get it?
This sending in the pictures that you're we're gonna like.
I'm gonna start laughing at
Oh
this.
boy.
Champion them.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're like texting in for confirmation.
This is saying I'm a walrus and I have a wife.
He's not a walrus.
He's not. Definitely not. He's a thin gentleman.
I know a picture from Swinghaven Bournemouth, I guess.
I can scroll down, see what's doing.
Yeah, you've had your opportunity.
So even if he sends one now, it's too late?
No. I can't give him too much time.
Why?
So go find that fake girl he uses on Facebook that takes all the picture with him and go run and get a picture with her. Here she is.
She's real.
Wow.
How do you know?
I know. I can't speak to the nature of their swinging activity, but that's the wife.
How do you know?
Wow, Chairman, that's
But how do you know?
I know.
Well, yeah, okay.
How about that?
Took care of that.
Yeah.
Doug, next case.
You want to bet on it?
Ooh. I don't want to bet on it. I'm just asking how you know.
Yeah.
Just trust me.
He has some information he can't share.
Tight read, Doug.
Classified.
Can't share. I slept with them both.
No.
Did you really? One of them?
Have you met them?
I have not.
Well, then how do you know she's real?
We're just going to keep going in this circle.
Well, I mean, if you don't want to tell me how you know, then you have no proof.
I just sit back and get laid, brother.
Oh, that was timber fake. All right, so now we're at a standstill.
Chairman Kurt and Iggy are having a standoff. Right
No,
now.
I don't care. I made it very simple for the dude. Take a picture and send it in. We're done.
Yeah, that's it.
It hasn't done it.
Peace sign.
Doug's prison wallet, who handles TMA social media, says that's a tell. The chairman swung with him.
I have not.
Would you be open to swinging? I guess you would just be a bull, right?
Yeah, if I was in a relationship, I would not be comfortable sharing, but I'm more than happy to bull.
Just bull yourself around?
Yeah. Get myself ready for Pamplona.
No.
You kind of have more of a bull build than any of us.
You can see him bursting to the door.
Right. You know.
Snorting hot air.
All horned up.
Kicking his feet back.
revving up.
My friend Chris Santilli, who had the book
Different
Naked
story
at Hito,
now. Yeah.
which we were going to give that book away, but somehow Rocky lost it.
Damn, Rocky, it takes her right in the
guy.
right in the head.
She's coming out with a second book, more stories. So she asked me to send her a couple stories and pictures.
Cellulite on cellulite, brother.
So I'm working on it. So if this new book comes out,
Pictures of what? You're going to send her pictures?
Well, there's one in her old book.
Of you doing what?
I think it's the one at the pool with the blow-up doll.
Oh, gosh. You can see why you'd be proud of that.
Or is it the one at the... I don't know which one she's got. But I've got a couple more stories I can't tell on the air that I'll give her. She can put in the book.
Okay. Well, we'll look forward to that.
I'll have to find some pictures. I don't have any on my phone. I got them on disc. I don't know how I can...
Like floppies?
No. CD-ROMs. I would have to take it on the computer and then just take a picture of the picture on the computer.
Boomer screenshot.
Yeah, the boomer screenshot.
Yeah. That's all I can do.
There has to be, once the picture's up on a computer, I'm sure you can save it, right? Right-click.
I don't know that.
Right-click and save the
On
photo?
a CD-ROM, can you do that? Because that's kind of old school.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I would think I could probably somehow take the whole thing and email it to myself, I would think, somehow.
Yeah. And then they'd be on your phone.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I got a couple I'll send her.
Okay.
It's nice of someone who went to Hito to take the time to tell new stories. That's from Arbor Day. Won the Milagro Tequila Texter of the year.
Yeah.
What this show needs more than anything else is for Iggy to go back to Hito.
Well, the book was very popular amongst people that went there, so that's why it sold well. Anybody who's been to Hito wanted to get the book.
What's the name of this book?
I think it was called The Naked Truth of Hito.
Gosh.
How do you spell Santilli?
Simon Schuster pulled it out on that one.
T-I-E-L-L-I, I think. Or just T-I-L-L-I.
Yep, The Naked Truth About Hedonism 2. A totally unorganized, naughty but nice guide to Jamaica's very adult resort.
Nice.
Written by Chris Santilli.
The length the dried up fruit roll is going to get a pic of the wife is slightly concerning. That's from the Pope, who can really roll the rock. I've played him twice in the Fan Page Club Championship.
It's not concerning. He wants to prove she's real. I've given you a reason. I won't even see it. I'll let Tim say it's real. I don't care. I don't need to see a picture. I'm not asking to send a picture of her nude.
No, you're not. You've never done that.
Take a picture in overalls with the hand. I don't care.
No.
Chris Santilli has a master's in magazine journalism from
Yep.
Syracuse.
Oh, what a waste.
God almighty, Doug. Boy, that somehow really hurts. Doesn't it?
She has 3 degrees.
And her assignment was to
I can
write-
already tell you, I don't even know the other two, which one's the most worthless.
Her assignment was to go to a story on people at hedonism with this fancy master's degree.
She's been going forever.
You sleep with her, bro?
I think I could have. I had no interest.
Yeah. She's just a little beneath you.
No, I just really had no interest.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't even know if she's into swinging. She always came by herself, but now she's actually, I think, married to a guy she was a regular at Hedo. Maybe Hedo Mark.
Is it hedonism, Mark?
I don't know. Don't
Hedo
drag
Mark.
him through the mud.
Hedo Mark. It sounds like a gambling name.
Everybody had their nicknames down there. Hedo Bob, Hedo Mark. Who's the guy that did the ripping and the tearing?
Oh,
That'd be Hedo Rick.
That's Hedo Rick.
what was your
Just
nickname?
listening and learning.
I was just Iggy.
No.
I wasn't Hedo Iggy.
Was there a suck boy Tony?
Some people call me the mayor of Hedo.
Do they? Because you held court when you went down there? Or you dispensed some jurisprudence?
I don't know. I didn't come up with the name.
Doug, here's a TikTok clip about St. Louis and Disney, but it says possible grifter.
Well, he's one of these guys who's like, his name on TikTok is Moneyman Myers.
Moneyman Myers, Doug. Do you follow Moneyman Myers?
I don't.
He's like, he says he's retired at 29 with a bunch of money and he helps people with financial advice.
Nice.
So I think he's like doing it honestly.
And he's talking about Disney World in St. Louis.
Yeah, pretty interesting story here. So I'll play the clip.
All right.
So Disney World was actually supposed to be in St. Louis, Missouri. There was a meeting between Walt Disney, all the Disney executives, the town of St. Louis, and they were getting ready to sign the contract to bring Walt Disney World to St. Louis, Missouri. The night before the meeting, when they were going to put pen to paper and sign the contracts for everybody to move there, there was a dinner party, and they were all celebrating, getting ready to make that move to St. Louis. And there was one guy that was really pressing Walt Disney and saying that, hey man, what are you going to do with alcohol? And Walt Disney had a philosophy about not having alcohol because he wanted to maintain family values in his Disney parks. That guy was August Gussie Busch of Anheuser-Busch, and he wanted to make sure that Walt Disney was going to sell alcohol. He pressed Walt Disney so hard, Walt Disney the next morning, instead of going to that meeting to sign the paperwork to bring Disney World to St. Louis, Missouri, took off on his plane, went back to California, and then now, long story short, Disney World is in Orlando, Florida, not St. Louis, Missouri.
I had heard the stories and read stories in the past about St. Louis being considered.
Yeah,
I'd never heard it was that close. And why wouldn't you want to be in Orlando where the park can be open year-round?
Yeah, that's the part that always confused me because they had Disneyland already. That's in Southern California.
Disneyland was open before Disney World?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so you already have one park that you know, like it's open 365. You know what the money can be. You're going to build that times 4 because there's 4 parks at Disney World. Why would you not want to put it in a place where winter you can't use it?
Right. You'd be pretty much out of luck here from December through March.
Certain parts of November.
They're not going to come from all over the world to freeze their asses off to go on. It's a small world.
I think that's probably embellished. You know how stories are embellished
Probably
after
so.
people are dead and they can't prove
Yeah.
you wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't think that was.
But I have read that they were scouting this area and were considering putting a park here.
Would that have been like the late 60s, early 70s? Later than that.
Yeah, earlier. 60s probably.
Could you imagine if Disney World was here? We'd have 4. I don't know. Orlando doesn't have 4 sports.
Yeah, it'd be gone by now.
It would have moved.
Yeah.
Kroenke would have moved it.
It wouldn't have stayed long.
Well, I guess we could have that instead of like Six Flags.
Right, but you would be going to Disney World like twice a month, probably.
No, I'm not going back again unless they drag my dead carcass around.
Not a fan?
I've just done it many times.
How many times have you gone, Brad?
I've probably been half a dozen times. And it's always hot, and there's always 8 million people there. And you stand in line, and you pay outrageous prices, and you act like you're having just the time of your life because you spent so much money to get in there. You want to have the time of your life.
It's interesting.
So you tell yourself, I'm really enjoying this. I've only been in line here for an hour and a half to do this ride.
I like your psychoanalysis of it.
But again, at least it's affordable.
It's affordable if you're well heeled.
Yeah.
I don't know how so many people do it.
I get the season pass.
Still expensive.
I've gone probably a dozen times.
You've gone to Disney World a dozen times?
Yeah, every time I go to Orlando,
right.
I would go. And then Jay and I went when we go to the merchandise show. Jay and I would go. But I don't like the long lines. But other than that, it's like the people watch. There's always something to do. The kids are having a good time. It's really fun around Christmas because they have the fake snow falling everywhere, and they have the parade. And, it's 85 degrees outside, but you got the fake snow coming down. And,
Yeah, you have to go once to see it. You don't have to go 6 times.
Or sometimes I went 3 times in the time I was in Orlando. We just go 3 times in a week.
They also sell booze now certainly at Epcot, one of their parks.
Do they?
They have
Yeah,
a big
probably.
attraction of like drinks around the world.
Yeah.
So they definitely changed their tune about that.
Mm-hmm.
Doug, you can get a season pass for just shy of $1,500.
Value season.
Hard pass.
Is that just for one or for a family?
I don't think my sister paid that much for a season pass.
Oh, their website's probably wrong. Then.
Unless maybe Orlando residents or get discounts.
And it's $30 or $40 to park too, I think.
Yeah. The only time I ever went, I stayed in one of like the hotels, and you take the shuttle to all the parks.
Mm-hmm.
I only went once though. Enjoyed it, but I was a kid. I don't know.
Doug, you wouldn't go if your grandson wanted to go?
Yeah, that's how I keep getting dragged to these places.
To be honest with you, I like Universal better.
I feel like that's the consensus because it's like it's not made for like Disney World's kind of for kids in a little part of a sense.
Young kids.
Universal is kind of more like a theme park. That's not true. I've been to Disney World twice. We went there freshman year of college, Florida Gulf Coast.
City Walk, I mean, it's more adult things. Like you can just go to City Walk and just sit there and have a margarita and just people watch and relax. And
That's a lot of money to people watch.
Jackson, I know you're a man in love, but if you were a single gentleman like myself, would it be an ick if a potential mate was a Disney adult?
Right. So the Disney adult thing, for those who don't know, is like an adult who's really into Disney World. Like there are people who leave their kids at home and go to Disney World, just the husband and wife.
Creepy.
I get what they're saying, where it's like, well, all these people love sports, and that's just equally as trivial.
Mm-hmm.
And I understand where they're coming from. However, I can't change the fact that I find it odd that you'd be that into Disney at a certain age.
And they've had like 35 people, Disney employees, arrested on pedophilia charges over the years.
Yeah. But
it's no wonder that's where the pedophilias want to work. That's where the kids are.
Right. And like in general, when it comes to Disney adults, people who love Disney deep into adulthood, some people like some things, some people don't like other things.
Right.
However, to short answer, Chairman, yeah, I think it would be an ick. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm on the same page.
If you go with kids, you can understand. It's kind of fun to see them enjoy everything.
Mhm.
If you're just going with an adult, it's not where you ought to be. I don't think it's going to be that much fun for you.
Jay always enjoyed it. There was one year we went, he goes, come on. I said, it's raining. I mean, there's going to be less people there.
To do what? To ride the rides?
Yeah, he just enjoyed going there and riding the rides.
Blindly convincing yourself you're having fun at Disney is the same energy as people moving to St. Charles and convincing themselves they would live there if they had a choice. I got some glove plugger Tom Drafe.
That seems harsh.
How can you say that? Some people just enjoy going to Disney, man. What's wrong with that?
I like the way you said, man. Like a beatnik.
Come on, man.
I think St. Charles took a bigger hit than Disney.
Yeah, way bigger. Way bigger.
Yeah.
God, that was brutal.
That guy writes about gloves.
He does,
you know?
yeah.
Did you see his text prior? The picture?
Has been. That's SGO Kai? No, I didn't.
Oh, God.
Is that your guy, Iggy?
Whoa.
What was that noise?
It is.
And then the caption says, SMH free me.
No, I know he was growing his hair out. Is that a jumpsuit? Is he in jail?
Yeah, it says he's been arrested for possession of a controlled substance. Surprising.
Yeah. Did not see that coming at
Well,
all.
like marijuana is against the law.
I wonder how this will affect 94 Fatso.
I'll have to go to his Instagram.
Nice hole, Kai. Nice hole, Kai.
I just texted him last week.
What did he say?
He wasn't arrested. I just said, you look like you're killing it, buddy. Happy for you. He goes, thanks, man. Just living life.
Mm-hmm.
So good.
They call me homie, sorry.
Would you like to go back down there and party a little bit? Maybe spread your cheeks a little bit?
What? What do you mean go back down there? I've never met the man.
Oh, well, would you like to go back down there?
Sure, I'd love to go to Miami.
Yeah. And party with him? Hello.
Well, why don't you give me a second to...
Well, what are you doing?
You're gonna party? Well, hello.
I'm just asking if you'd
I
like
was
to go
getting
to
ready to
Miami.
answer your question.
Okay, are you going?
No.
Would you like to?
I would party with him if I was down there.
Okay.
Just go have a drink on the cocktail, or on the cocktail on the boat.
All right.
He owns a boat.
He's always on a yacht.
Yeah.
I live in St. Charles. Who's talking smack? That's from the 314.
Tom Traven. He's a glove blogger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he writes about gloves. Does a really nice job with it, too.
Mm-hmm. Especially his articles about nitrile gloves are fascinating.
I'm looking at his Instagram account. I don't see anything about him being arrested.
Well, he probably doesn't advertise that too much.
Well, I think he'd put up and say, look what happened to me.
Not if it was something that was terribly embarrassing or very evil.
Yeah, there's his girlfriend, Sassy Pants.
Oh, God.
Sassy Pants. Tom Traven is now dead to me. I'm unsubscribing from his glove blog. That's from Shooter McGavin. He did not like the shot.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
I'll text him, see what's going on.
Okay. Two completely separate conversations going on.
I'm sure that's probably fake, so I'll find out.
Well, I mean, no, that was for sure a picture of SG Okai in the jumpsuit.
But wasn't there some kind of decal on the side of the pocket? I couldn't make it out, but I don't think prison uniforms have decals promoting something.
Sponsorship deal.
Like Strauss.
The sponsors are pouring in for the inmates?
I don't think that's on the jumpsuit. I think that's an overlay for the account that posted
Looks
it.
like No Jumper.
Yeah, no.
Adam 22.
Adam 22.
What kind of sponsors would want to sponsor inmates? Defense attorneys, I guess?
Ramen noodles.
Bail bondsmen?
Yeah.
I don't know.
People who sell shanks?
Well, not everybody's going to be in there for a lifetime. Get out and they may want to, hey, remember that thing was on our jumpsuit? Let's go try them out.
Well, that's an optimistic way to look at that. I guess files. You're going to file your way out of your cell.
Yeah, maybe some kind of a beef stew that, hey, Diddy got this when he was in prison. Get it when you get out.
Live, laugh, gloves. That's Tom Traven, that little heart emoji.
Yeah. He's hit it big in his industry, that's for sure. Why he wants to take a shot repeatedly at St. Charles, I frankly don't know.
Does No Jumper not have an Instagram?
Yeah, I couldn't
camera?
find it.
Yeah, I can't find it either. Because that's definitely where he sent the screenshot in from. Trying to source this information, just get to the bottom.
Who cares if Strode's high school boyfriend got arrested? Like, seriously, who? That's from the old Appleton stepdad.
What if he used his one call for you, Iggy, to like bail him out?
He wouldn't call me.
Why not?
It's a hypothetical.
Why can't I send these messages? What's
Oh,
going
you're
on
not
here?
paying attention to our questions now.
I did.
No, I'm not sure. Anybody in my toilet?
Oh, gosh.
Somebody asked.
Those Instagram lives when Dotham would get involved with Larry. Ask Lawrence made the quasi-return in those moments.
Good morning. I'm worried my Rebels will be 0-2 in the SEC after this weekend, boys. Doug, that's from Hottie Toddy.
Okay.
Hottie Toddy. Good gosh almighty.
Who's Ole Miss at?
Tennessee's going to Fayetteville. Georgia hosts Auburn. Missouri goes to Texas A&M. Bama going to Nashville. Well, process of elimination. Who's next? South Carolina?
Yep, they're playing.
Are they playing in Columbia?
Yep, I think the Cox may get him.
So the Cox are going to get somebody, and I hope it's Ole Miss and not Missouri. The Gamecocks are going to get somebody. They're going to.
Missouri's going to be 8-1, heading down to Columbia, South Carolina, going just win against South Carolina, Mississippi State, and Arkansas, and you either are a 9 seed or an 8 seed. And you're hosting a playoff game in Columbia, Missouri on December 20th. And then Shane Beamer says, I got something for you.
That's what he's going to say?
That's what he's going to say.
Huh.
And they'll wear white helmets against SC.
No, don't.
Hope so.
What's the coldest game Missouri's ever played in, you think?
Crowdsourcing.
It's probably been a while because
I was at a border war game.
That 2007 game in Arrowhead at Armageddon was Rosie the kitten.
That was cold.
The Oklahoma win, I don't remember being cold in 2010. I remember that being a temperate evening in October.
Oh, yeah, I got
November.
pictures from that in my house.
Because most of their games are over by November, end of November.
Mm-hmm. Regular season.
Yeah, so playing a game in late December at home might be a little chilly.
Oh, yeah. But if it was like last year, it might be beautiful.
Good problem to have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Well, it's right around Christmas, so they wouldn't probably play anyway. Because teams don't play, they got to go home for Christmas break.
That's
So
what he said one year.
yeah, so if it's a playoff game, they'll have to cancel because we don't want to be accepted because we got Christmas we got to go to.
Right.
I think they'd probably play it.
I imagine they would this time. They'll probably have a change of philosophy.
Hey, Tim. Anybody who's been a parent hates seeing their kids sick or injured. And I feel the same way about your shoulder issue today. Is there anything us listeners can do to take the pain away? Doug, ruin me.
No.
That's from Big Tough.
Is there anything left in that gong? There you go.
It's all about the reverb.
Yeah. Force.
It depends
Force
on
strike.
how much eliminating they're doing.
Right.
If it's a lot, if it's
That's a
just
good
little-
strike. That's a clean strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed the turf flew up after that. You got the ball and then the turf.
Yeah.
Well, you knocked it down last week. It was getting so much action, you just threw it.
Stop the eliminating, please.
No, I'm going in to see a
Local
doctor
broadcast
at,
hero. Burnett.
1 o'clock. We'll see. Maybe
wanna see the doctor?
I'll go get surgery this afternoon. Knock
Wow.
that out real quick.
Most people, when they need to see a doctor, have to wait 3-4 months. You get in just in a matter of hours.
That's because I went to medical school, but I chose journalism.
Okay. So you can get in
Passion
there
project.
and really talk it over about slap tears.
God, could you imagine going to like 10 years of school and residency combined and then being like, I think at the end of this I just want to go into local morning radio?
God.
Have you ever had a ginger root shoved in your ass for anal punishment? It's called figging. Look it up. I have a ginger root inside of Kai as I'm texting this. Boy, is he squealing like a pig. Doug, that's from the recovering alcoholic from
Gosh,
Belleville and Webster Groves.
nasty.
I'm going to look it up.
Don't look it up.
Well, I'm going to get off the Wi-Fi, don't worry.
Yeah.
I'm sure Buzz will text in and tell us it's a thing.
Is a ginger root like rough? Is that like a rough texture? I
don't know.
Yeah,
Just
this
don't.
is right.
Don't kink shame. Sounds like you're about to kink shame.
Figging is the practice of inserting a piece of skinned ginger root into the human anus in
Oh.
order to generate an acute burning sensation.
Why would you want that?
Well, ask Kai. Can you text Kai?
I'll text him right now. This practice dates all the way back to the Victorian era.
Stop it.
I just texted Kai.
What did he say?
WTF? Hell no. Why?
Yes.
So he wasn't arrested. So way to send him.
Oh, I was talking about sweet Kai. You're
Oh.
talking about us. So many Kais on the show, Doug.
I know.
But Kai did not get arrested.
All
so
right,
it's a
there it
fake
is.
picture.
So, are you going to sue Glove Blogger?
You should.
Why would you want a burning anus? Did they explain that, Jackson? This little article that you're researching?
It's less of an article. There's a Wikipedia page about it.
No.
Well, you eat the ginger when you're eating sushi to clean the palate. Maybe it's kind of like that.
A similar method of physical punishment was first used as a form of discipline on slaves in ancient Greece. I can't pronounce that. The detainee was restrained to varying degrees in order to restrict mobility while the sensation grew from uncomfortable to extreme. The ginger, which is skinned and often carved into the shape of a butt plug, causes an intense burning sensation.
So it's punishment for someone else,
Can
not
you bring
something
that
you
Kai
do for
picture back
yourself.
up again? Talking to Tim.
But we have another conversation going.
I said, can I see a picture of it?
Hey, he's got a Texas guy in Miami we don't know.
Yeah, I told him. Look for the big blog, Tom Traben.
Okay. You just do your own little show over there, I guess.
Well, I'm just trying to take care of something that was brought up on the show.
It's not very important.
Tell that to Tom
Nice hole,
Traben.
Kai. Nice hole, Kai.
Crowdsourcing. How made of these walrus fanboys of Tim's would actually slobber all over his love if given the chance? Doug, that's from Starfish Street, essentially asking how many of the listeners would give me oral. What do you think, 6?
More than that.
Nice.
Doug, I don't conform.
Charlie wouldn't.
So Charlie's out.
Mm-hmm. He was a maverick.
He was always
Not
a maverick.
conform.
Nobody uses ginger root anymore. The cools use Rambutan?
That's from the Veiled Prophet.
I don't know that makes you cool.
We don't kink shame that, Doug.
I do.
When I'm a bad boy, Doug sometimes rubs horseradish on my nerps. May have to try out the ginger thing. It's from Brian Henshin, who's
Would that
texting that
burn?
from Colts practice.
Would the horseradish burn?
Ask Henshin.
It doesn't, does it? I wouldn't think so. I don't know.
Apparently, that picture of SGO Kai is from 2023.
Oh, wow.
No, he just texted me. He says, that's Baby Tron the rapper. Everyone says I look like him.
Okay. You're really hip deep in this, aren't you?
I'm just answering a question that somebody said that was him, and it's not him. I got down to the bottom of it.
Okay. Nice digging.
Thank you.
Total Package said he would service me orally. Fuelsy says, Starfish, I know Jake Reynolds would, but not sure how many else. I would give hand play, though. That's from Fuelsy. So do we count hand play?
Well,
yes.
At one of the year-end awards, you offered to service 28 listeners.
Right.
behind-
I mean, that was like holiday reciprocation, they call that.
Right.
That's big in my faith.
Holiday reciprocation?
That's right.
It's a way of thanking them for showing up at our event?
Yes.
But I wouldn't count that as sex. That was, like Tim just said.
Business.
Business. That's business, yeah. It's a write-off.
That was just
a religious ceremony.
the holiday
much as anything.
spirit.
Yeah.
Yuletide.
So I just looked up Baby Tron. He looks exactly like SGO Kai. Like exactly like
Don't you think most people don't know who any of these people are?
Well, SGO Kai was a guest on the show not once, but
That was
twice.
a great segment.
Yeah, twice.
With SGO Angel Julia.
A couple of years ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
You said you want me to call in.
Doug?
I said, I'm kind of busy.
Yeah, we are so busy.
Got a lot going on today.
Mm-hmm. And he would call in and we could say, so were you arrested? He'd say no, and we go, okay, thank you very
Hey,
much.
say, what you been up to? He's killing it down there in Miami.
Okay.
Tim, I went to CBC, so you know I would service you. It's from the 314. I appreciate that.
Just because you went to CBC, it should be understood.
Yeah.
Just
it comes with the diploma, should you get it. These are the stipulations.
Doug Schaefer Door Company sponsors the text inbox, where it's very active today. A lot of people concerned about Kai. 314-881-TMA5. Schaefer Door Company is online at SCHAEFER door.com. SCHAEFER door.com. Schaefer Door. And Jason Gosrow at Schaefer Door Company. SchaeferDoor.com. Sponsor the text inbox, and they set aside times on Monday morning. Should your garage door spring break over the weekend, they have times available to come out and see you, and they will get there super fast. That's what Jason and his staff pride themselves on. It's Schaefer Door Company, online at SchaeferDoor.com. Or you can call or text a number that they set up specifically for TMA listeners, and that number is 636-782-3608. It's going to get you the quickest response time. That's SchaeferDoor.com. Schaefer Door, a Clopay Master Authorized Dealer. Jackson, out of necessity, we'll do QFTA today. How's that sound? This could be dangerous.
Sounds good to me.
This is dangerous. This is very dangerous.
Why?
I thought you had a doctor appointment.
I do, but I've got a meeting at 11. I've got the doctor's appointment at 1, and that gives me probably about an hour, Doug. I don't know.
How to get there?
To do QFTA. So that's good news for you, because there's a hard out.
Hard out. Love a hard out.
And we haven't done QFTA yet this week.
Yeah. But I do love doing QFTA.
For the record, you want that on
Yes.
the record.
I enjoy a hard out because I'm still in the process of moving. So, still got a lot of work to do. However, love doing QFTA.
There you go. T. McKernan at InsideSTL.com. We did get an erotic story last week, but it was from bikini model Brittany. And it ended like understand, rubber band, and it kind of made me think it wasn't really a lady.
Like it could have been Kevin Miller? Could have been, I suppose.
But it's all about the effort,
Yeah.
At least he reached out.
He's a prolific writer, that's for sure.
Anything is welcome. A lot of people banty about the Cardinals. Mad that we like college football, or I like college football, I guess. What else? Erotic stories, of course. Anything else, Doug?
No.
Cereal? If they want to talk cereal.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Travis
cereal.
Kelce, they like Honey Nut Cheerios.
I love Honey Nut
Was that right?
Cheerios. That's number one for me.
Really?
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Full of sugar, isn't it?
Sure. Yeah, 100%. But doesn't matter. It's a nutritious breakfast.
Oh, yeah, very much so. Well, I hope your driver knows your schedule, Tim.
Car service, if you would.
Okay.
Like that car service?
No. I like driver.
Car service.
And he picks you up in a black stretch
Maybach.
Cadillac Escalade.
No, Maybach.
Maybach for me. Yeah, I've earned it.
Yeah.
HD2 and AM radio is kind of like, car
Toss them
service.
together. Yeah, you got big hit.
Yeah.
Right. Maybach or Rolls Royce. Phantom.
Hey, Tim, since you have a slap tear, I'm on my way to give myself one, too. It's from
No.
Flat Avenue, boy.
Slap tear spike in St. Louis.
Everyone wants to have one now.
Well,
it's
Me and
the
Jack
end
Flaherty.
injury.
That is pretty cool. I would like to see that. That's from Joshy Tuna in the YouTube chat.
See what?
No.
The slap tear?
Guess so.
Will you bring in your x-rays, please?
Yeah,
I
the
don't
only
know
way
about the
the
fan
only way
page.
they spotted it was I got a procedure. I don't know. Was it an MRI or was it a CT scan
what you had.
where there was contrast? Because initially they didn't think I had tear, and then when they saw that, they go, "Oh yeah, you got a little tear right there." And I go, "I still can't see it. I don't even know what I'm looking for here."
Yeah.
So yeah, contrast. What would that be called? It was a special kind of MRI or CT scan.
I just don't.
Hell, I don't know. My brain's so
just
fried.
don't.
I'm just sitting here babbling.
Yeah.
And now I'm going to add another hour to my broadcasting excellence today.
A contrast scan, also known as a CT scan with contrast.
Scan.
They use a special dye to
Yeah,
make
you can
certain
feel
parts.
it like shooting into your arm.
I had a buddy saying it feels like it's like your skin's hot. like you
Yeah,
have hot,
that's accurate.
Hot skin.
Yeah, that's
That would-
accurate.
That kind of freaked me out.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're going through. I mean, it's not painful or anything, but you're just like, oh, this is you're hoping for a no. You're not like getting something out of it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you going to do though? MRI with dye, possibly. That's from MD 2020. See, that's our doctor. We've got a doctor who listens to the show.
Okay.
MD 2020.
Yeah.
Ooh, they can give you the contrast material by enema.
Oh, in.
Yeah, because they give you 3 orally injection and enema.
You pay
I think-
extra for that?
I think you'd want enema. Well, you want to make sure it's thorough and gets
Oh.
in there.
Please bring in your X-rays. Since I can't be in Tim, maybe I can see in Tim. It's from Flat Avenue, boy.
Heaven's sakes.
Yeah, get a few copies of them, sign them,
That's not bad to do.
sell them.
Tim's kind of rambling like that old tortoise does when he wants attention. It's from Mr. Siders. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what's the move? Because it was like 3 a.m, and I'm like, do I text Jackson and just say, I'm going to be no good to you today? I've got one sick day today. You don't like to have them. None of us do. I feel like the show's pretty good about it. No sick days.
Yeah.
Especially since I have the grid tracking vacation days and sick days this year.
Yeah.
So I see it.
Doug's
It's like,
vacation.
What's
charge- Doug's vacation chart should be off the roof.
off the roof.
Off the.
Off the wall,
Off the
Michael
wall.
Jackson.
I think if Doug were challenged on his vacation, he'll just say, fine, I'll quit. And probably not even give 2 weeks, honestly. I think that's kind of where Doug is at this point. If I'm calling out your hand properly. Yeah, but I'm just like, I don't want to do that. And then it also, it's a chain reaction on 101 because
Yeah, there's
Randy,
that.
Dan, and Brooke and Rockio have to do
There's
the
that.
other hour. It's
But people are understanding, and
yeah, but it's just because I couldn't sleep. I mean, you can come in and you're not sleeping.
we got the shoulder thing too.
Now, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let's see. We got a total of 1 sick day for me. Doug, no sick days. Jackson, 2 Iggy, 3 Plowhawk. There's your sick day total for 2024 on TMA. Vacation totals, Iggy, you were curious. I've taken more vacation days than Doug has. I'm at 19. Doug's at 17. Jackson's at 4. You're at 5. Plowhawk at
Jackson,
1.
you got some piled up, you and I.
Yeah, as
Well,
I'll use it one day. Right
You know-
now, I don't have kids. It's just me and my lady. I don't.
Everybody
take long
knows what my
vacations.
last 2 are.
Right.
Doug, there's the vacation chart. Any other data you'd like from TMA data?
No. The thing about vacations, when you take the time off, you wind up spending a lot of money.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
It's much cheaper to work.
Yeah,
But you can't work every
that's why I don't like I just most of my vacation days I would take are like a Thursday or Friday to take the long weekend.
Yeah, that's
not
what
like
I've done. And then it feels like a vacation. If you take 2 at the end of the week and you're off 4 days, that feels like
No, approved.
a little vacation.
Yeah. And plus, like if I took a week off, I'd have to schedule the skeleton for a week. That's a lot of work. Boy, howdy.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of work. Easy enough for a weekend.
Well, yeah, sure.
Somebody can do
a lot
that
of
for you.
Sinbad.
One of our production guys, you just give them what you want, they can stick it in there for you.
I wouldn't put that on anybody. It's my job, and I do it.
Okay.
Doug Chairman Ridley has just issued a statement.
What's he saying?
I was in Augusta in the days immediately after the storm and have seen firsthand its devastating impact. Our employees, neighbors, friends, and business owners need and deserve immediate and meaningful assistance to overcome the hardships being experienced at this moment throughout Augusta. Augusta National and the Community Foundation each take to heart our obligation to care for our community. Our goal is to make a difference when it's needed the most, and our hope is that our gift may inspire others to assist or ask how they may contribute to this critical mission. That's Chairman Ridley, as Augusta National is donating $5 million towards the Hurricane Helene Community Crisis Fund. Augusta National was torn up, as you can imagine, Augusta, Georgia, and so many areas around the country by Hurricane Helene.
Yeah. That devastation up there around Asheville is just hard to believe when you look at it.
Wow, when you see the flood when it comes on.
It's like the whole town has been wiped away almost.
Yeah. Those hurricanes, man, they're no joke. They give you a warning, but it's still not like you can't move your home. People still get devastated like crazy. Sad.
And now they have problems just getting the relief supplies in there because the roads are destroyed.
Infrastructure just literally crumbles.
I guess you got to try to fly it in.
Helicopter it in, yeah. I mean, you remember those pictures of Katrina, people on their roofs waiting to get helicopter picked up for days. Ugh.
Death toll is up to around 150 and climbing rapidly, I think.
That's the other thing, too, is like you can tell people, but if they don't get out of their house, some people don't want to leave their house. They're like, I've been in this house 50 years.
Hey, guys, I'm taking 2 weeks off for the UMass game. Some
Just
Tug
to get
McGraw.
ready for it and then to recover from it.
Traveling by foot?
UMass game.
I don't know if you could get to
wagon.
Massachusetts in a week if you walked.
Let's find out.
I don't believe you could.
I'm on 100% no.
You walk about 3 miles an hour, right? That's about a walking pace.
We'll go from Columbia.
Are you not going to stop?
It says it would take you 416 hours via U.S. Highway 40.
Walking along the side of 40. Forrest Gump it.
Yeah, you look like you go through Hinchintown.
That's what they call Indianapolis now?
Yeah, well, that's how big he is.
Up by one of the Great Lakes. Cut through New York, head due east, and you're there in just 416 hours.
That's not bad.
And that's how many days?
Doug?
As if you're not sleeping.
That would be just starting to walk and not stopping until you're in the football stadium.
I may do it just to fire up the boys for that game.
You said 416 hours?
Yeah, divide it by 24.
Well, that's what I'm doing. 24, it's 17 in the third days.
Yeah, so those 2 weeks wouldn't do it.
You need a little more time.
I jog a little.
Yeah,
and
you
not
have to
sleeping.
run.
So you would have to walk for 17 straight days without sleeping.
Yeah. Well, are you tough or not?
Henchtown, stand up.
Yeah, you can probably stay at Henshin's Tar Paper Shack.
You don't think I bet he lives in a nice home?
No, you think probably so.
I
don't. Little Beer Cats just sent in something for QFTA. Maybe it's an erotic story. He sent them in before.
He has.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got so many. I once saw a picture of a naked girl and got a boner.
I would love to be able to read that on a podcast I host. What a wonderful email. Well, now you know how to win the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Send that in the morning after at InsideSTL.com, and you can tie up Coach Steve and the JV golf coach. They are tied for the lead. Fisher Window and Door Store, 8 o'clock hour, closing out that right now. 5P Academy and Hustle and Heart Sports Performance, 9 o'clock hour coming your way. Next, this is TMA, presented to you by Brown & Crouppen.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Thinking about selling your home, but not thrilled about going public? Check out Compass's private exclusives with Jeff Lotman. With private exclusives, your home is shown to a select group of serious buyers. No public listing, no days on market, just real offers from real people. Their network connects you with top agents and qualified buyers, so your home gets the attention it deserves without all the fuss. Selling your home can be simple and stress-free with Compass private exclusives because your home is special. Call Jeff Lotman, your Compass agent today to find out more, or visit the Lotman Group online at JEFFLOTTMANN.com.
Ready to step your game up to the next level? 5P Academy is the place for any high-level 8 to 18-year-old football player. Based in O'Fallon, Missouri, we have national travel, 7-on-7, and flag football teams with professional coaches. Pre-registration for our 2025 season tryouts in November is open now. Come be a part of the championship-winning 5P family. For more details, email info@5pacademy.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
Listeners ought to check out Collier & Thompson, support the sponsors, and have the best contractors in St. Louis work on your kitchen remodel, if that's what you want, or bathroom remodel, basement, wine room, whatever. Collier & Thompson does it all, and these are people that you can trust. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. That's not always that common for people in this line of work. They won a Torch Award for Ethics from the Better Business Bureau. Collier & Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier & Thompson, come home to quality, online at collierandthompson.com.
This is wide receiver Luther Burton III. Come support NIL and get a quote from my friend James Carter.
Thanks, Luther. That's right. For every quote you mention Luther Burton III, we'll make a donation to NIL on your behalf. Check us out online at carltoninsurance.net, 314-961-4800.
Billiken Nation, this is your head coach, Josh Schertz. We want everyone to know SLU is for the Lou, so get your full season tickets now for as low as $125 or experience the excitement up close with 100-level seats for $540 by visiting SLUBillikens.com today. The 24-25 home schedule is a competitive one with many teams picking at the top of their respective leagues. Pack Chaffetz Arena to show the nation SLU is for the Lou. Buy your tickets now by visiting SLUBillikens.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with Seth Goldcamp of Design Air Heating and Cooling, and I have been a long-time Design Air client. What separates you guys from everybody else?
It's becoming more common for companies to just get their foot in the door. They try to come up with different ways to upsell. They try to see how much they can make off of a customer as opposed to, hey, we're in there to do a service. We're going to do it well. We're going to do it for a fair price.
I don't know how many emails I have received from our listeners who experienced the incredible customer service Design Air Heating and Cooling provides. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge, newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood, or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door, online at fisherwindow.com.
Hello, it's me, Tom Schmidt. I'm happy to tell you about Salt and Smoke and all the...
I'm going to let you finish, Tom, but first, why don't you take a break, okay? You've been doing this for 57 years. Have you had time to think about that? Waffle cones, World's Fair? No. Lean brisket, popovers, Cracker Mac, whiskeys, bourbons, custom cocktails, maybe even wings trashed. I don't know. That doesn't matter if you don't accept my love, Tom. Will you accept my love? Will you kiss me?
Salt and Smoke.
Oh, and Iggy should quit.
Want to take on some legends of TMA?
Sound the same to someone who gives a damn about the best fans in baseball! Tired of it!
The show's so great. Will there be a little speaker system out behind the dumpster, so in case you're servicing me, I'll be able to hear my name?
Then nominate yourself to be this month's TMA Listener of the Month. And if you win, you'll get recognition and other stuff. Sometimes all you have to do to win the prize is be a female.
All it takes is one fake girl to just throw this show completely off course.
Give us your name, a photo, and other pertinent information at TMASTL.com. The TMA Listener of the Month Club, quenched by Milagro Tequila. Welcome to a brighter side of tequila with Milagro. Find out more at TMASTL.com. Hey, if you like the morning after, check out Balloon Party on 101 ESPN. HD1, by the way. It's Sports Talk with Tim McKernan and Action Jackson from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. each weekday, right after the morning after. It's the worst named show in the history of radio, but the content's pretty good, so check it out on 101 ESPN or get the podcast on the TMA app. KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
I mean, what the hell is going on?
It's the morning after.
KPN-TFM HD2.
Collinsville, St. Louis.
It's Halloween, it's time to scare the pants off your friends.
It's great perspective, isn't it? Federal holiday.
As it is now.
It's TMA. It's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen. Welcome, friends, to the 5P Academy and Hustle and Heart Sports Performance 9 o'clock hour. Send your emails in for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day. Comes your way in about 20 minutes. Chairman Stephen Wildwood has a win. JV Golf Coach has a win. Buck Swope and Kevin Miller not able to get on the board after their sudden death showdown. You kind of wonder if it's like Georgia and Alabama. Did that game take a lot out of them? You know, and then will they slip
need
up?
some time away, I'm sure.
Like, will Georgia have a carryover effect against Auburn this week? Will Alabama struggle against Diego Pavia and Vanderbilt?
Make me feel better about Mizzou if they did.
It'd be great if Alabama could have a close call with Vandy. Not lose because you want them undefeated when you head to Tuscaloosa. But if Alabama also struggles with Vandy, it's a big win for Missouri.
Don't you think they'll beat Vandy 50-0?
I think they'll smoke them. Yeah, they showed some video of the left tackle for Alabama just manhandling two of Georgia's finest edge rushers with no effort. Like he's built like a Mack truck. Unbelievable.
Hey guys. I just saw Michael Wacha starting game one for the Royals versus the Yankees because, of course, he is. It's from Johnny Mardukas.
It was an off-season pickup for the Royals. He's pitched very well.
Don't want to spike the football, but Tim and I both on Balloon Party were in agreement that Michael Wacha would have been a great addition to the 2024 Cardinals.
What did crowdsourcing? I feel like I'm justified in crowdsourcing today since I'm high on insomnia. I can't imagine it was a long-term deal, so it would have fit their model last year of short-term deals.
He signed 1 year, $16 million.
Yeah, there you go.
Player option in 25.
There you go. Yeah. He had to have signed after. I mean, the Cardinals just knocked out the three pitchers in November, I feel like.
And then got the extension for Ollie.
And that was 5 months later, and just what a moment. I would love to know what that was like how that came to pass. I realize it's 6-7 months old at this point, but because I believe they are sideways now. So
they signed him, so I guess a 2-year, $32 million deal on December.
The thing
December
about
18th.
Wacha is every time he pitches, you have to mention his downward plane.
That's correct. That's correct.
That was a narrative on him. Everyone said it every time he pitched.
That, and whenever Jimmy Graham would make a jumping catch, mention that he played basketball in college.
Oh, yeah. Got a downward plane. He's the only tall pitcher in the history of baseball, I guess.
Doug, what do you got for Michael Wacha career earnings?
Oh, 80 million.
I'll go over. I'll go 103.
Tim, you up for a guess?
6.
53.8.
Damn.
Not a bad little career.
I thought he would have got like one really big contract. Oh, that wasn't even close.
Well, he had his really big years before he was eligible for free agency.
Right.
He was good, really good a couple years there with the Cardinals. Really good.
A no-hitter going through 8 1/3?
Or 8 2/3.
8 2/3.
Yeah, and Zimmerman, Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, he was a Cardinal killer.
And Wacha was a first-round draft pick, right? That's the kind of guys they used to pick in the first round. They used to go pitching almost every. Was that at Texas A&M?
Texas A&M. Look at you.
I got a screenshot of this. Breaking, the St. Louis Battlehawks have signed wide receiver Andy Isabella, per The Wire. Andy Isabella was a second-round draft pick for the Cardinals back in 2019. Major pickup for the Battlehawks. That's from James Larson.
Don't you half expect to see Cody Schrader running the ball for them this next year?
Is he still on the Rams roster?
Yeah. I saw him stand on the sidelines last week.
So he's
in street clothes.
He's been active?
No, he's been
inactive.
I think he's been street clothes every game.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he makes a whole lot more in street clothes with the Rams than he would for the Battlehawks, so he won't go willingly, but if they should release him for some reason, not get picked up, I would think he'd want to stay in the game.
I wonder what the deal would be like if he would be able to be on the Rams, and then also be on the Battlehawks in the offseason.
I doubt the Rams would be interested in that.
But I don't know how long they have him signed for. Like, if he was a free agent, he could do whatever he wants.
Yeah. Well, he sure would look good in Battlehawk blue.
Run at the Dome. He ran at the Dome against Memphis. He fumbled damn near the goal. I know that was a problem.
Yeah.
A.J. McCarron still on the team? Did he
far as I
retire?
know.
I think he's their field general.
Yeah, I thought I saw last year he was talking about retiring.
Well,
He's not that old.
No, he's
No,
not.
he's
But I
probably
thought
not.
He's 34.
Is he that old?
34.
I thought he was talking about it's fun to have
He's
my
the quarterback
kids
at the kick
watching.
six.
Yeah, I guess I have COVID really messed up my sense of time.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2014 being 10 years ago still is like messing with me still. So yeah, that does make sense.
Well,
it
it'll be
goes
fun
by
to
awfully
watch.
fast now. Goes by awfully fast. We'll see how that plays out. Be interesting to see.
This would be Al. Hello, Al. How are you?
Welcome home, Frank. Big Al from the morning show.
Okay.
See, he seemed unimpressed. Or didn't even know what he was talking about.
And Al was very
You should just do a symphony of drops because I got nothing.
Is he completely retired now?
yellow, dog. But to introduce
He essentially kissed me on the earlobe, and his breath smelled like pastrami with a hint of dill.
Stop.
Big Al from the morning show.
Is Frank Opinion completely retired now? Is that crowdsourced? A little bit?
Everything is crowdsourced.
Yeah, I think
I haven't heard his name in a
he's
couple of
living
years.
down in Palm Springs now.
He had it figured out. That's
Yeah,
the
he
guy
did.
who had it figured out.
They did.
He's probably younger than I am, living in Palm Springs. I'm in Maryland Heights.
Mm-hmm.
And can't retire.
How do you feel about your feet?
Well, I just had some work done on my arthritis last.
Hot. I don't care who says it isn't. Everyone loves arthritis.
How do you feel about your feet? Well, except for these two bunions I have and this ingrown toenail, I kind of like them.
Is there a picture of Iggy changing Leona Helmsley's pull-ups?
Crowdsourcing?
She didn't have pull-ups. Hey, granny panties, I think. But
Bloomers.
Well, when you're 7 years old, you're not going to wear a thong.
Oh,
hopefully not.
Thank God.
Bill.
Was that like a? Did you have to like kind of fight through that?
How drunk were you?
Was there a lot of pleasure going on?
No.
So was there an end game to your Rogering, or is it just for the story? Because I'd respect it if it was just for the
Waited
story.
on her. I don't know. I thought she was being cheap, but then I found out that's what she did. I mean, all she had was soup.
Because the pull-ups.
And if I remember, she ordered something because the guy who served drinks, all he did was serve wine and drinks and after dinner drinks. He said, "God, she's weird." And she only drank vodka. It was a certain kind of vodka, but she had to have like 4 limes, but only 1 squeeze. The other 3 laying on top. She was kind of
How
weird.
can you remember that?
Well, because I thought it was weird.
Oh. Now, how did the
And all
evening
she ate
end?
was soup, and that's what she ordered drink-wise.
After your little connection in the bedroom, how did the evening end? Did you say, hey, let's get together again sometime? Or did you say, send me my check? Or what? How did it go?
We went on and had a cocktail, and one thing led to that. I don't know if her husband wasn't having sex. I mean, she loved her husband. They were like...
She was married at the time?
They were inseparable. Hey, it was still alive, I think.
Oh, so she was married.
I think it was like the year before she went to jail.
My wife played with my ween with her feet the other night, and I don't kink shame. I just don't understand how someone can finish by feet. Thanks. That's him call her Buzz, Doug. He won the June 2023 Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month. and I guess he's eligible to win again this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can only win once a year though.
Yep, that is the rule.
And he sent a text in previously saying, "My wife fingered my ass for the first time in a while, and Branson saved my marriage." So he's sharing today, and I like it.
Talk with her about that, not us.
Who is that?
Call her Buzz.
Yeah, it's the same text every day. Just some different way to shove something up your ass.
Oh.
Mike, would you say an outstanding job from Luke today?
Outstanding job from Luke.
Calvin's getting into politics lately and not having a good time of it.
Cal May's covering politics?
He's posting really dumb stuff, and people are just going off on him.
What do you mean? He's posting like political takes?
Yeah.
On Facebook?
I posted a picture on Facebook about a glory hole.
And it's not going
I thought
well.
usually he's like posting pictures with Butch Patrick.
Yeah, it's usually pictures of him, and here's my good friend Albert Pujols, and here's my good friend Tony La Russa, and I used to ask the first question, and now he's talking about Trump and politics, and
no matter what you post on politics, it won't go well.
well,
the
it's
other side
not
comes
gonna
out
well
of
for
the
him
woodwork.
because he really doesn't know what he's talking about.
Mike, did you say a tough loss today?
Tough loss today, yeah.
Boy, he knew what he was talking about in the dugout.
Oh, yeah.
He was the one who saw the shoe on fire.
I've answered a few of them, and I've said, "You really, Calvin, you need to stop."
Because you're so tuned into the political scene.
No, but
yourself.
he's posting pictures that are
It's him and his
obviously
wife
fake.
and Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, well, you got to scroll down. He's had a few. He did one about the debate the other night.
And Butch Patrick posted an American flag and a heart emoji.
Oh.
Doug, I feel like I'm tripping balls now.
Dennis Quaid was in that new Demi Moore movie.
Oh, was it really?
Mm-hmm. He plays a real scumbag.
And he plays Ronald Reagan, too, in the Reagan movie.
Right.
She gets naked in that, doesn't she?
Demi Moore?
Yeah.
Very much so. As does Margaret Qualley, daughter of Andy McDowell.
Oh. Does Calvin get naked?
Calvin May?
Yeah.
I don't know. He's definitely not in that picture.
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you that much.
I'd love to see those two together.
How many bitches you got down there?
We got lots of fun girls having a good time.
Rest in peace.
You guys, Doug, come on.
Yeah.
Lighten up. Go, head this way. Go down to the airport. I'll have you a ticket.
I didn't go. I never went.
Probably would have, too.
I would not have gone.
But Calvin does post live. I feel like I've been scrolling for the last 5 minutes, and I'm only to 4 days ago. And look, Doug, did you ever know that Calvin's like a Marlboro man? He's just got a picture there with a dart hanging out of his... like Sam Farha.
He's big on posting stuff from like 8 years ago. Here's a picture of me and my beautiful wife Joanne with our good friend Butch Patrick.
How can you recite these?
I'm not. That's not word for word. I'm just paraphrasing him. There's nothing wrong with that. But
yeah, some people.
That's
like
why That's why I'm shocked when he starts posting political stuff.
I don't see any of the political stuff.
Really?
At all. Is this on Facebook?
Yeah, he just posted one yesterday.
Is he on
The
TikTok?
closest thing
TikTok
is
doing
him with Dennis Quaid at the Reagan movie. And why was he at that?
He wasn't. I think that was just a picture he took at a fundraiser 8 years ago.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't know. Maybe there's a Calvin May fan page and I'm not on it.
He put one up last night.
Where's what's that guy's name? Doug's prison wallet, who follows TMA social media.
Major surgery was needed to fix the Canucks.
The Canucks?
Dan is not a jackass.
Coming back in to drop him.
I am tired.
I was told to symphony, and I'm going to symphony.
Okay.
You are symphonying. I don't know what you got planned for the next hour, brother.
Woo!
I'll dig in.
I think somebody hacked him.
You see that? I don't see any of the political stuff. I don't know.
Maybe he took one down if he got a lot of opposing comments.
Oh, he's posting a lot of stuff that doesn't even look like him. I think he got hacked.
This is coming from the guy that posts a weekly Speedo pic from 50 years ago. That's from Fish the People.
No, it's not weekly. It's
a couple times a year.
Here's one. What a great evening with the Rolling Stones.
What are we doing now? You're reading Calvin
I
May's
believe he's
Facebook posts?
either deleted them.
Well, so what?
Ken, you're the biggest on posting stuff from decades ago. That's from Chris Raby.
I don't believe so. Yeah, he must have, unless somebody hacked another account of his and just post political stuff, because I just saw one yesterday talking about the debate.
Iggy, I'm looking at a post you made a couple days ago that you shared something from 2014.
Yeah, I didn't say I didn't share, and I didn't say there's nothing wrong with him doing that. I said that's usually what he posts. Yeah. That's why it's out of the blue for him to start talking politics all of a sudden.
It upsets you that he's doing that?
No, it's just he's not good at it.
What did he tell you? His opinion is different than yours.
It's not an opinion. He's taking stuff other people say that are fake and acting like it's real, and people are calling him out on it. Said this has been proven to be fake for many, many times, Calvin. They're not being rude to him, but he's just... Does he come across to you as a guy that would talk politics?
No.
Hey, guys, stay woke.
So
But I really don't let it bother me very much.
Well, it's because he's a nice guy, and he's known to be a nice guy. Now people are upset because he's posting stuff that is obviously false, but he doesn't know.
If you don't like it, just unfriend him.
Oh, my God. I didn't say it. I'm just trying to look out for Calvin. That's all I'm doing.
Now I see a post that the title says over 40 years ago.
What's that?
A post of yours that the title is over 40 years ago.
What's over 40 years ago?
Your post.
I don't think I have a post from 40 years ago.
Speedo picture.
I'm looking right at it.
I didn't say I'd never done it. Yeah. What is your point?
Oh, I don't.
You're ripping Calvin for posting stuff from the past.
I'm not ripping Calvin. I said that's usually all he does. I was tying it into his political stuff he's been doing lately. And I said it's out of the ordinary for him because usually just post stuff from like 10, 15 years ago, him with friends.
Button me. Why are we worried about what Calvin posts?
Oh, my God. I just brought up a topic about politics. And he must have deleted them.
Oh, gosh.
Or he has another...
Let it go. Let it go.
We may need to do another hour.
If it upsets you, unfriend him. You won't have to see his post.
God, it doesn't upset me, Doug. I don't even know what we were talking about that made me bring it up, but we were talking about
When
something.
is it okay to kiss a guy?
Oh, you played the drop by Calvin.
That's right.
And that's when I mentioned something about Calvin. It came to mind because we played a drop from him.
Sure we did.
Coach, how cool was it that it was a Wisconsin player that sank the winning shot?
Well, they're all Wisconsin players.
Everyone on the team.
Ken, you have posted about politics in the last few weeks. That's from Chris Raby.
Have I? I don't know. I don't believe so.
I'm on it.
Yeah, I know you are. Find it.
Hello, Governor.
Yeah, I haven't talked to Susan for a while.
Guys, is Gabe free? Thanks. That's from Larry Thornton. He'd like Gabe to join us. Gabe's been very busy the last few days with his new
247
site. Man, I joined that thing right away. $25 for a year.
Yeah, square deal.
Yeah, square deal indeed. Indeed.
He's
I
writing
miss that
about
Power
Mizzou
Mizzou. Yeah, I mean, it's just powermizzou.com still, but now it's on 24/7. And you get to read other sites, too, which is great.
With 24/7.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah, I've had trouble canceling my Rivals account. It won't let me.
Oh, I did that.
Yeah, it's like messing it. Like
I knew that was coming, so I texted him when it was time to renew, and I said, "Hey, what date are you done again?"
Yeah.
So I gotta make sure I bail on this. I think they might have had a flood of bailing, so they're trying to make it difficult. You know what I mean?
And this is not just a Rivals thing. This is like when you are trying to cancel a subscription to something, for some reason it's always hard. You always run into tech issues or something goes wrong while you're trying to cancel it. And I'm telling you, I think it's a play so that you just get frustrated and stop and forget about it down the road. And every time I hit yes, cancel, after the third time of them asking if I want to cancel, it won't let me. I'm getting frustrated.
Oh, yeah, I can see where you would.
Frustrated.
I'm going to need you to carry that passion and fake emotion over from 10 to 11.
You bet it.
Iggy, all your political takes are fake news, you idiot. It's from Ken's Wedding Toast. But now he's frustrated.
I'll go ahead and show me one.
If Ken's Wedding Toast, send one in.
It won't happen.
Wow.
What the hell was
Somebody
that?
had an ether rag jammed in his mouth.
I don't even know what that is. It's just called Panther Grown.
Oh.
You think it's Panther from somewhere under the rainbow?
Yeah, the alfalfa style haircut and both sets of genitalia. Fascinating little creature to emerge from under the bed.
Both sets?
Yep.
What a way to go through life.
Yep. Well, in the film, they were into him. Let's see. Iggy responding to Roseanne Barr about something.
Well, I'm going back to September 8th on my Facebook page, and there's a picture of me with a picture of a hummingbird.
Oh, it's KG in O-Town sending these.
I got more where that came from.
Well,
somebody just sent a naked pic of Iggy and Hito sitting poolside. Oh!
I don't want to see it, Daddy.
Oh.
I don't want to see it.
Well, where have I posted a political topic that I've posted?
Twitter.
What did I say?
They're just coming in fast and furious.
Oh, give me one. If they're coming in fast and furious, give me one that I put on Twitter in the last 2 weeks.
No one is surprised Kamala is backing out of debating Trump after what my girl Tulsi Gabbard did to her. I wouldn't show up on a debate stage ever again if I was her either. That's Roseanne. And then Iggy says, actually, Trump backed out.
I didn't post. I responded.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
It's a post.
It's not a post. I
Sure it
commented.
is.
A post is
A
me
comment is a post?
starting a post about politics.
Well, just any comment you make
Here's
is
one.
posting.
I got one.
How long ago?
I don't know the years, Tim.
Well, he said 2 weeks, over the last 2 weeks, so.
That looks like it was August 4th, 2024.
That's not 2 weeks, so way to go, Raby.
Man, he's really digging.
How do you explain this?
Chris
naked
Raby
picture?
is?
Yeah, I keep getting screenshots.
I gotta go
sent to
and
me.
is he sending them to you or is he sending the text inbox?
He's sending them to me.
Yeah, because he knows you'll post them, so. But he's already wrong. He said in the last 2 weeks, I have not posted anything political.
Well, you've been on an Angel Reese tweet spur lately.
Well, that's not politics, is it? Yeah, it's not Angel Reese. It's more Cheryl Swoops trashing Caitlin Clark and me proving her wrong every time.
It starts with a G and ends with an ale vulva.
Get him, Iggy! You're all seeing. Best that comes from the ghost of Gangster Pete's big-ass hat, historian of all things posted on social media from everyone in the world. I respond to everything. Nothing gets by me. WNBA, Roseanne, Portnoy, Burner, 157 Boy, Lisa Ann, everyone. You post, you got to get through me.
I comment on things, but I don't start topics like
I think that counts as a post. A
No, it
comment.
doesn't. If I'm starting something, then it's on my mind that I'm going to talk about this. If I see something I don't agree with, I would comment on it. Doesn't mean I'm starting a topic and talking
No, it
politics.
doesn't say starting, but it's still a post. You post something.
Like Chris Raby sending in screenshot after screenshot.
I can't even keep up with them. They're coming in so fast.
Why do you care?
Viva la Strode!
I don't.
Me or Raby?
I don't start a topic about politics. Hey, I'm going to call this out. I'm starting. No, but if I see something that's wrong,
in your opinion,
come on, a guy yesterday. Well, I only responded because Paul Pabst, who is one of Dan Patrick's.
Remember Paul Pepper and Friends?
I do.
He's one of Dan Patrick's producers, one of the 20 he's got. And
That
Dan
was a
Patrick
shot.
just got
Wow.
Drive-by.
Shrapnel out of nowhere.
well, I go back to Barrett saying he was the lead producer for Dan Patrick when he really wasn't. There were like 7 producers on that show. But the fact is that he was basically saying the WNBA is still drawing even Caitlin Clark is out. And I responded, I said, yeah, because she brought all these people into the WNBA who weren't there before. And I posted a picture. I said from 2008 to 2023, the WNBA had 0 telecasts with 1 million viewers. 2024, Caitlin Clark, Indiana Fever, 23 million viewers. 23 games with 1 million viewers. So she is bringing people in. But then some guys called, if you like Caitlin Clark, you're a racist. I said, oh, my God.
Steve Sparky Pfeiffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, do I need to do anything, Jackson?
IRC.
IRC, Doug. The Illinois Recovery Center. They sponsor the suspension log, don't
Yes,
they?
they do. Yeah, there's some names in there right now.
And I believe the owner asked me to go out to the parking garage to sleep with his wife.
Okay, I'll suspend him.
I mean,
Recovering
it was
alcoholic
gentlemanly.
from Belleville, you got yourself suspended retroactively. Suspended a period of 2 days' time. And your name, as we speak, is going into your very own IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com suspension log unit.
Yeah.
He didn't
Doesn't
say
feel
anything.
good. He said something earlier.
Visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com or you can call 888-472-9559. Whether you've made the life-saving choice to seek help on your own or you want to be prepared for the other end of an addiction intervention with a loved one, the chance to learn about addiction recovery is available to you at the Illinois Recovery Center in Swansea. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please call 888-472-9559 or visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com. Discover the path to lasting recovery and renewal at Illinois Recovery Center, where compassionate support meets personalized care for your unique journey. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email of the day. We're going to lead off with Buck Swope today, Doug. Do you feel like it's an
Yeah.
advantage to be?
I do, to be the last
then
one.
Let's
I think it's
lead
an
off.
advantage.
Sorry you didn't get any sleep, Tim. I'm not going to be much good to you this morning either. Not after eating one too many mushrooms at the factory last night. It's funny you mentioned the bathroom photo of Riz looking at you. Because in the men's room above the urinals at the Four Hands Brewery location in Chesterfield Valley, there's an array of 60s and 70s albums, including the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, David Bowie, and then on the end there's a giant photo of Elton John in sunglasses looking right at you as you hold your ween. Sadie Hawkins, Doug, the other shoe dropped on the Cardinals media rights deal, with Bailey's leaving them with a $73 million shortfall and are negotiating a new deal at a time when their leverage is at an all-time low. But that don't matter because Triple Sticks is going to improve the game day experience. Some guy named Jeff who lives on the peninsula and sounds like the porta potty guy called in to request the meow drop and pretend offer to solve Iggy's peach problem, but really just wanted to hear himself talk. That lady from Hito who always had a nice little bush.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a nice little cropped bush.
Croft. Steve Croft, 60 Minutes, am I right?
Why does that word now creep me out?
I was going to say crafted, and I was going to say cropped, and I just got cropped.
Forged.
Is writing another book, and Iggy's going to send her more creepy photos of himself from 35 years ago. But I think the lead is that SGO Kai got arrested. Is that a new report? Well, the tweet of the mugshot is from February 2023, and it's not even him, but it still gave Iggy an excuse to text the boy in Miami that he's infatuated with. Okay, I gotta go now. Need to go stock up on bananas and get to the clinic and get checked out because I think Julia Louis-Dreyfus may have given me crabs. Then I need to email John Kiowski to confirm we're not off on Halloween before I stock up on black eyeliner and dress up as a 60-something goth rocker that I have a crush on. Doug, that's Buck Swope.
Buck Swope with a nice little email this morning.
Morning caught a couple minutes of now that's what I call repetitive and time filler TMA all day last eve, and thought it best to alert you to a segment that's currently in rotation where Tim reads a ridiculous Dear Deidre article and really struggles with a poorly written Queen's English sentence. Luckily, Tim's talk show quick wit mustered a brief laugh from Doug, but that was kind of it. And someone over there flagged it for a best of segment. Just 7 minutes of a stupid Gangster Pete article, a fumbled sentence, and Tim riffing off a self-deprecating comment about not graduating J school that registered one small laugh. Anyways, you might want to remove this segment, seeing as how this is the kind of tomfoolery that led Gangster Pete to leave the hyper-localized internet radio industry and voluntarily choose to school for rural rodent removal.
Oh.
That's from the ghost of Gangster Pete's hat. I've been lurking around these parts since that Civil War that took place in the 1800s. Big history buff when it comes to HBO made-up fantasy TV shows like Game of Thrones and anything and everything posted on social media by burners. American history, not so much. Doug, that's the ghost of Gangster Pete's hat.
Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat.
Dear editor, I heard some local yahoos on the radio discussing how much people might be willing to pay for a Cardinal streaming app. You know what? I wouldn't pay one single penny to watch this team from HE double hockey sticks fumble around the diamond like a bunch of overpaid crybabies. That pathetic excuse for a ball club should be paying me to watch their boring games. App schmap, I don't even have a cell phone, let alone internet access. How do you expect me to download an app? We're the best fans in baseball. We demand high-quality entertainment broadcast for free so my over-the-air antenna can pick it up, and we could, just like we could in the 80s. Fire Marmol now, hire Tommy Herr, Bo Hart, and David Eckstein while you're at it. And another thing, someone should tear down a TWA dome, too. Why not build a miniature city on a tiny plot of land where the homeless people have set up their sleeping bags? Yeah, that's the ticket. I'm envisioning an itty-bitty utopia where the hosts of TMA could face off against the girls from Liquid and Lace in some sort of Ryder Cup bowling tournament. Now, that would be real entertainment. That's from Dorothy Light.
Oh, Dot Light.
I met the man I call stepdad when I was 25 years old. He took my dad to Disney World, and for once I got to go. A few months later, I remember touching myself in bed. I overheard him pop the question, and I prayed that he'd say yes. And then, all of a sudden, oh, it seemed so strange to me how he went from something's missing to 3 guys in pornography. Looking back, all I can say about all the things he did for me is I hope I'm at least half the backdoor pickle tickler that he didn't have to be. That's some kneel and suck difference maker. There's a picture of 3 guys like bears in a tub.
Oh, don't need to see it.
Kind of mailed it in today, didn't he?
What in the holy hell is going on out there? I can't even go period by period. It was so bad. Timmer is playing hurt, and not one has stepped up. Any thought that starts with "I had a dream" needs to be shot down immediately unless it's MLK. And Mr. 500 actually had the gall to say that Swinghaven does a lot of boasting. Holy complete lack of self-awareness, Batman. Then the effing glove blogger sends in a picture of Kai. You never wind him up with that, you dumbass. Morning skate tomorrow, 5 a.m. That's from Coach Steve at 1 Cardinal Way. And
Coach
Doug, that's
Steve.
what we have for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today.
Coach Steve, 1 Cardinal Way. I thought the finest email today was turned in by the ghost of Gangster Pete's hat.
Yeah, we need new emailers like that to come in that are funny. I don't know what happened to Miller today. He basically just mailed it in.
He's still celebrating from the win on Tuesday.
Well,
I think.
that was just lazy emailing. So, yeah, the hat of Gangster Pete.
Congratulations.
Okay, nice stuff.
Boy, Raby has just continued to send in screenshot after screenshot.
Don't you have anything better to do?
Oh.
What are the screenshots of?
Just a bunch of your social media. I don't know.
Not my social media.
Well, I mean, you
It's absolutely your social media.
responding to other people.
Now that counts, I guess.
Well, there's one where you wrote "Your next president of the United States," and I don't think you were responding to anybody on that one. It's a picture of Michelle Obama.
Yeah, I think that was after Bob Costa said that he should drop out of the race. Costa's the one that said that before anybody said. This is even before the debate said Joe Biden needs to drop out of the race. And then I just said, how about this? Would she be a good president? I think I actually asked that question somewhere on Twitter.
God,
Well,
you couldn't pay me $100 to do that.
No, I think I asked the question.
You think if
Hillary Clinton ran for president now in place of Biden, could she beat Trump?
$200.
Just like a poll question.
Doug, we got to head down the hall and deal with it. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Jackson's going to put on a clinic today, I think. Thursday Thoroughfare.
New Year, same Jack.
What do you got today?
New Year, same Jack.
Okay.
Think about that. All right, time for us to shut it down. Closing out the 5P. Academy and Hustle and Heart Sports Performance, 9 o'clock hour. For Jackson Burkett, Chairman Kurt, Kenneth Iggy Strode, my brother Kevin, Douglas Sullivan, on up to McKernan. This is Ben, TMA, presented to you by Brown and Crouppen.
Hey, if you like the morning after, check out Balloon Party on 101 ESPN. HD1, by the way. It's Sports Talk with Tim McKernan and Action Jackson from 10